Nationwide 90 FM, continuing the tradition of fair, fearless, and factual reporting.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So much we have left? What? I soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Suene. Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
You're inside the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.
Good morning to you. It is Monday. It's the start of a brand new work week, and we're getting closer and closer to Christmas Day. It is Monday. We're officially a week away from Christmas. It's Monday, December 18, 2023. We are alive and well, and for that, we give God thanks. Good morning to you. If you're listening on the 90 FM band, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9, thank you so much for joining us on your radio. If you are listening and watching on YouTube, good morning to you. We are live on our backup channel, Nationwide 90 FM Live. That's where we are this morning, Nationwide 90 FM Live. You know the drill by now. Type in Nationwide 90 FM Live in the YouTube search bar. That channel that you see live there with the capital LIV at the end. That's where we're live. Come on over to that channel and remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so that when we go live on this channel, you won't have to go searching. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Cheryl Hamilton. Good morning to you, Tony Bailey. Good morning to you, I Am Winning Right Now, Miss P. Brown, Cornell, LV. Good morning to all of you over there on YouTube. And Instagram? No Instagram. All right. So we're live on YouTube this morning. So come on over to Nationwide 90 FM Live. That's where we are this morning. And if you're listening from our mobile app, which is available for free on the Google Play and the Apple App Store, good morning to you. And those on our website, the Listen Now option there, good morning to you as well. Thank you for making it Nationwide 90 FM. This morning, it is Monday, which means it's Immigration Mondays. And of course, inside the Immigration Mondays, this is our final one for the year.
Woohoo!
It is.
No, I'm sad.
But we will get to enjoy the Christmas and come January and do it all over again. But it's our final Immigration Mondays for this year. And of course, as usual, we have in studio with me today. It's starting to become like a regular thing. Like, are you moving back to Jamaica, Opal? What's happening? Opal Lee is inside studio with me this morning, and online we have Nadine Mahabir over there in the cold winter in Canada. Good morning to you, Nadine.
Good morning, Miss Nora. Good morning, Miss Lee. And good morning to our wonderful listeners and viewers. Season's greetings. And yes, it is cold up here,
Oh,
so
man.
rub it in, Nora. Thank you
Oh
for
man,
rubbing
I'm
it
so
in.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
And of course, good morning to Nora, and good morning to Nadine, and good morning to our wonderful and loyal listeners and viewers. Happy Monday and season's greetings.
All right. So inside Immigration Mondays, we usually get an update on any immigration related matters for the United States of America and for Canada. And afterwards, we take your calls if you have any questions at all, immigration related questions. You can leave it in the YouTube chat. Remember, we're live on Nationwide 90 FM live. You can also give us a call. The numbers to call 876-630-9371 or 618-8255. We'll do the updates first, and we'll start with you, Nadine.
Actually, Nora, I don't really have any updates. What I'd like to remind our listeners of is, again, travel documents. If you are planning to travel for Christmas, which I know a lot of persons are, you want to make sure that you check your travel documents, both your passport, and if you are a Canadian permanent resident, or even if you're here as a temporary resident, meaning you're here as a visitor, a worker, or a student. If you are planning to go back to Jamaica for Christmas and you want to return to Canada, you need to make sure that you have a valid visitor's visa to return. Or if your student visa is still valid, no problem, or your work permit is still valid. If you are in Canada and you applied for an extension of your status, you will need to have a valid visitor's visa as well to return to Canada. So please double check your documents. If you're not sure, make sure you contact your airline to find out what documents are needed. But for permanent residents, of course, you need to have a valid permanent resident card. And we normally recommend that your passport should be at least 6 months valid from the dates when you plan to travel. Thanks, Nora.
No problem, Nadine. And just for instance, this message is ignored and they come to Jamaica, and when they're ready to go back, the permanent resident documents or your passport or your student visa is not valid. What happens? Are you
They're
stuck in
going to have
Jamaica?
to apply for the appropriate documents to return. In the case of a permanent resident of Canada, you will need to apply for what is called a travel document. And Nora, persons need to bear in mind that to maintain your permanent residency status in Canada, you need to have been physically in Canada for 730 days within the last 5 years. Unless, of course, you're working for a Canadian business and you can show proof of that information. So if you travel, you don't have a valid permanent resident card to return, you need to apply for a travel document and show Immigration Canada that you have maintained your 730 days within the last 5 years.
Right.
And the way you do that is by, of course, listing the dates you have traveled outside of Canada. So again, it's very important for persons who are traveling, who are not citizens, to make sure that they keep a list of their travel dates, keep a copy of your tickets, your boarding pass, whatever supporting documents you may have. And as well, you need to show proof that you have been in Canada within the last 5 years. So job letters, pay stubs, your notice of assessment from Revenue Canada. But again, you would need to apply for these documents from whichever country you're traveling to or your home country.
Okay. So avoid the hustle and bustle and ensure that all your documents are up to date and will be up to date when you are ready to return to Canada. All right. We're going to get the update for the United States and then we'll go to a break.
Okay, Nora, remember last week I spoke about that the Biden administration, they're trying to implement or trying to negotiate with Congress because of, they need money.
Yeah.
They want to continue sending money to, for example, Ukraine to assist in the war. And so there's going to be some trade-off where Congress said, okay, you want our money? Tell you what, you're going to have to do something about immigration because of the influx of migrants.
Right.
But I wanted to maybe give our listeners a little context in why they're attacking, or they seem to be attacking asylum applicants. Because, for example, what they're stating is that, okay, maybe 83% of people that come in through the borders and claim asylum, they claim that, they have some fear of a quick deportation, of going back to their home country.
Right.
But if 83% of people, what they're saying, apply for it, guess how many, the numbers are that actually, when it goes through, they're in the country for 2 years, battling this with immigration courts or even longer, only about 15% are ultimately granted asylum. So what they're saying is that, okay, 83%, everybody's going to say, oh, I fear, going back to my home country. But in the end, those 80, all those people, they come there, they maybe use up, they get work, they do whatever it is. What they're claiming is that they're using the resources, but then ultimately only 15% of those claims were valid. So that's the reason why they're attacking the asylum. But one of the other thing is that the U.S. right now, they have also suspended rail operations on the southern border, of course, again, due to the migrant surge at the Mexico border. But one thing that I thought that was very, very important that I raised today is what's happening right here in Jamaica. We have done at least about 4 consultations of people who recently received visiting visas. Some of them have only traveled on it once, and they're getting called in because their visas have been cancelled. Yes, and what we realize is that they have a common denominator, meaning they were all done by this one particular place.
Ooh.
Right. And so what I've been encouraging those that I have spoken with, or that our office have spoken with, is to go ahead and resubmit the application if you know in yourself that what's on your application was correct. Because what I find, a lot of innocent people are getting caught up with this. What they're stating is that some of the what's upon it, allegations are that this certain company or whoever is doing it have been knowingly putting fraudulent information on there. So they will hike up somebody's income. Let's say, put the person make 500,000 or whatever it is, where the person has not even made that 500,000, or put a different workplace, or put their different marital status. Some people think if you're engaged or if you have a common law spouse or whatever it is. So they put all this. So the most important thing that our listeners need to know, if you know it's your you need to be reviewing your application.
Right, because I was just about to ask, aren't you supposed to be like there when the form is being filled out? Because it's your information and you would need to tell whoever the agent is or whoever what is supposed to be on your form.
That's what I'm saying. There's some innocent people who are caught up. Some people I know maybe go along with it and said, all right, if you want to be married, we're going to put you married, or we're going to put you engaged, or we're going to put you make 500,000, 300,000, whatever it is. And some people go along with it. Those people I don't feel sorry for, because you know that the person was telling you they're going to be doing this. You should have stopped it right there and pulled out and said, sorry, no thank you, give me back my money or whatever it is, and just go to a reputable place. Because I'll tell you one thing, I am not going to put any fraudulent document on anybody's on anybody's application, right? So some people promise them that, man, this is how you're going to get it. We're not one of the, I'm not going to do that. And so but there's some people whose the information was really real. They really made that amount of money, or they really were working there, and their marital status was really as stated.
But because of the pattern that they
their visas are being cancelled. So for those, real quick, we just go ahead and just resubmit those and basically pray. If you're a praying person, and pray that you get it back.
So, word of advice to you, if you're going through an agent or any travel agency or any immigration lawyer, just ensure that the information that is being submitted is correct. Ensure that you review before everything is submitted. And it's your information. Ensure that you're there when the information is being put in. That's strange. I don't know why I would allow someone else to do that for me. But all right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take your calls. If you have any immigration related matters, we'll take your calls and questions in the YouTube chat.
Woman, you look like the motor in this done.
Can't go at Total Tools. Let me repair for you fast.
They watch you them there.
Them they right in a town too. Right down a Slipe Road.
Me have to go check them now.
Total Tools, we repair any tool. Big or small, we repair them all. Main Street, Ocherius and the Slipe Road, Kingston. Call 876-908-0667 or 876-994-1653. Total Tools.
In need of a loan? AIM Financial is the place to go. We have loans from $20,000 to $3.3 million. Get a loan to pay school or college tuition, medical expenses, bills, fix up your house, buy furniture and appliances, repair or buy a car. And when you're done, take a vacation loan. AIM has a loan for any purpose. Call AIM today. You won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed.
Hi there. Here's some good news for these trying times. Quote, "By God's word, I can see where I'm going. They throw a beam of light on my dark path." Unquote. Psalm 119, verse 105. Listen for God's Word weekdays at 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. through
Oasis. Stop by for a refreshing drink and share a God perspective for the day.
Oasis. Weekdays 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. right here on Nationwide, a revolution in media.
The rebroadcast of The Oasis can be heard weekdays at 5:45 a.m.
The Oasis is brought to you by Solar Tech Jamaica. We use the gift of the sun to power our world.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Nora Gabe Banton. It's Monday, which means it's Immigration Mondays, and we're joined by U.S. Immigration Attorney Opal Lee and Canadian Immigration Consultant Nadine Mahabir. So if you have any immigration-related questions about the United States of America or Canada, you can give us a call. The numbers to call 876-630-9371-4 or 618-8255. And if you're unable to give us a call, you can leave your question in the YouTube chat. We are live on our backup page, Nationwide 90 FM Live. So you can search for that channel and we are there. We have a caller on the line. Anthony, good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Question for Miss Lee. All the best for the season.
Thank you. Same to you.
Yeah. My wife did a filing for me, and thank God I got through. But there's a thing that is bothering me. My daughter is a derivative on the application, but we had her follow to join. So my visa was issued last week, and I haven't seen any changes on the what you call it now, the IV, the NVC side. I was wondering what is the next process.
Okay, so good morning again. So first of all, is your wife a United States citizen or a permanent resident?
Permanent resident.
Okay, so that's the reason why you were able to add your child. And so you put follow to join?
Yes.
All right. So I mean, do you already see that update though, that it's switched to follow to join? Because normally that is normally done.
No, we paid all the fees for her.
No, but do you see the notation? Do you see where it has changed to follow to join?
Yes, it was changed to follow to join.
Okay.
For quite some time now, because we had a whole up during the pandemic thing.
Okay. When was your interview?
Last week.
Last week?
Everything is good there, yes.
Okay. And how old is your daughter?
She has turned 22 now. The priority date for the application was in March 2018.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure why you had done it as follow to join. I mean, especially when the person is a permanent resident, that's fine for you. You want to quickly have that person migrate before the child ages out.
Some circumstances with her documentation.
Okay.
Was the reason why we had to do that.
Okay, so your only question today is you want to know why the NVC hasn't updated something? Is that what you're asking, or?
Yes, or if it's she has aged out, or I don't know.
Okay, so me to see if it's possible that she has aged out, because normally a U.S. citizen, if the parent was a United States citizen, the age is frozen. It does not really work like that with a permanent resident. You'd have to really do a consultation so I could look into it, go into your file and see what is going on and see why they haven't made any movements. Okay.
Okay, all right. I have the number and so on.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, Anthony, all the best to you. A question in the YouTube chat. Nikon Vision says a person with a priority date of 2020, in bracket, it says police certificate just requested. What are the next steps and which year are they at now?
Okay, so if the police certificate has just been requested, that means that person may not even be documentarily qualified yet. Because usually for you to be documentarily qualified, you have to submit the police certificate, you have to submit all the affidavit of support documents. So we need a little bit more information from this person. Have you submitted the I-864 affidavit of supports, the other civil documents? Have you already gotten something that shows that you're documentarily qualified? If you're not documentarily qualified, welcome to the team. Maybe before the end of the show, you're going to see somebody call in again saying that they have been documentarily qualified and maybe waiting from last year and have not even gotten an interview date. So if you're not documentarily qualified, you're not yet in line.
And there is someone in the YouTube chat, Eileen Dawkins, if you become documentarily qualified in 2020, when is my interview?
Exactly. So that person, what? Wait a minute. That's not right. Documentarily qualified from 2020?
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 years. Okay, that's not right. That I thought they were past 2020 now by 2021. The only thing I can think of for this person is that the person that's filing for them is a green card holder, because remember that they rolled back the green card now for green card holder filing for their spouses and their minor children. They're only at November 2019.
Okay.
So even if you're documentarily qualified and if you were one of those who rolled back, right now they're only processing applications that were filed on or before November 2019 for the F2A category, which is for permanent residents.
So Eileen, just let us know if the person who is filing for you is indeed a green card holder. All right, we have a caller on the line. Oral, good morning. Good morning, Oral.
Good morning. How are you, ma'am?
I am good.
Okay, can I talk to Miss Lee, please?
Sure, go ahead.
Good morning.
Morning, season's greeting, ma'am. I have a U.S. visa that expired last month.
Okay.
Expired last month, the visa. How long should it take for me to apply?
Okay, you should go apply for it right now. It could be possible that you could get a renewal. Well, I'm not going to say it doesn't have to be approved, but let's say it should be processed within about maybe 2 months or so. And if they ask you for an interview, their interviews are pretty fast as well.
And it will renew because I've traveled on the first 2013 and then 2021. I just spent 3 months. In 2013, in 2021, my brother's funeral just spent a week.
Okay.
And that's it.
So you say you're one of the good travelers.
yes, because I'm a work here. I have a good work here in Jamaica.
Okay, so it looks promising, but I'm just not going to use that word guarantee because I don't want anybody to tell me.
Yeah, what's the cost for the renewal?
The filing fee, I think, is $185 US.
185 euros. So it can be paid probably by the end of the holidays. Can I do that?
You should do it right now, sir. I thought you said it already expired. It's expired last month?
Yeah, last month.
Go do it right now after you hang up the phone.
So I go online. Go online?
You can go online.
Okay. All right, I'll do that next week.
Okay, all right. You see, I'm still interested to do it next week.
Not enjoy the holiday.
All right.
All right, sounds good.
I enjoy yourself here. Thank you for coming too.
Okay, bye.
All right, no problem, Oral. Take care. Balian, good morning.
Hi, morning. How are you?
I am good.
All right, compliments of the season. Good morning to both the immigration officers.
Officers, good morning. But
they're not immigration officers, but go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, go right ahead.
All right, thank you so very much for taking my call. All right, my mother filed for myself and my brother. The date on our letter is 2020. We submitted all our documents. We received the email from the embassy saying that they have received all our documents and they will be scheduling our interview. I just wanted to get an idea of when possible around the time that we may be asked to come in for the interview.
So is your mother a United States citizen or a permanent resident?
She is a permanent resident.
She's a permanent resident?
Yes.
And how old are you? Over 21?
Yes, we are. We're all adults.
You're all adults. Okay, so guess what? For right, and when did she start filing for you? When did she put the application in the I-130?
She started filing for us from 20
when?
About 8 years now.
About how many?
8 years.
Okay, because right now they're at October 2015. So did she start filing for you before then?
Yes.
Okay. So right now they're processing applications that were filed on or before October 2015. So if they're right around then maybe have you submitted your police report and
yes, everything was uploaded.
Okay.
All our documents were uploaded.
Okay, perfect. And you got
10% email.
Okay, so the important question, sorry to cut you, but I just want to get to the real thing. Were you documentarily qualified? When did you get the email that you were documentarily qualified?
All right, that's what I want to try and understand. If it was the one with the date 2020 or the email to say that we received all the documents.
The email to say that they received all the documents and everything looks good. And normally if you log into your portal, you can go into where it says the updates and you will see the notifications and it will tell you when you were documentarily qualified.
Okay.
What date was that?
That would be about a month ago.
A month ago?
Yes.
You see that? So that was just a month ago. And so right now there are people who have been documentarily qualified from last year still have not gotten an interview. So chances are you might be another year or so. I know we went all the way over that just to get to this one point.
Thank you so much. But I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Balian, no problem. You take care. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue taking your calls.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers provides quality insurance coverage and risk management services. The time by Spectrum Insurance Brokers Limited, setting the industry standards, is
9:30.
Get ready for a weekly dose of empowerment and community connection. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. for Serenity Resource Connectors Weekly YouTube Live. Discover opportunities, connect with local services, and be a part of the community, culture, development, and safety conversation. Subscribe to their YouTube channel at Serenity Resource Connector and hit the notification bell. Together, let's build stronger communities. Serenity Resource Connector, connecting communities, building opportunities. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Mosquitoes can spread diseases such as dengue fever. Common symptoms of dengue include fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, muscle pain, joint pain, skin rash, nausea, and vomiting. If you feel you have dengue fever, visit your doctor or health center, rest, drink lots of fluids, use only paracetamol for pain. Do not take aspirin or other painkillers. Protect yourself from dengue and other mosquito-borne diseases. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Do you or someone you know have a drug, drinking, or gambling problem? Mental health issues or COVID fatigue? Rise Life Management Services offers treatment, telephone counseling, and information 7 days a week from 8:30 a.m. to 12 midnight. Call us toll-free at 1-888-991-4146 and after 4:30 at 876-967-3779. All information will be treated confidentially. Rise, changing lives for the better.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Nora Gay Banton. It's Immigration Mondays, and we're joined by U.S. Immigration Attorney Opal Lee and Canadian Immigration Consultant Nadine Mahabir. And just in case you may not want to call or leave your query in the YouTube chat, you may need to book a consultation. That's the route you're deciding to go. I'm going to allow both ladies to give your contact information, Opal, and then you, Nadine.
Thank you. So for Opal Lee, our phone number in Jamaica is 876-854-3599. That is 876-854-3599. In the United States, it is 954-358-2020. That's 954-358-2020. Or you may go to our website, www.firsteximmigrant.com. flowjamlegal.com. Thanks. Over to you, Nadine.
Thanks, Opal. For Nadine Mehabir, our contact number in Jamaica, it is 876-754-4391. That's 876-754-4391. In Canada, it is 1-416-249-5885. That's 1-416-249-5885. And our email address is info@cdnintl.com. Thanks, Nora. Over to you.
All right, no problem. And the question here on YouTube for both of you, I guess. Person says, good morning. I know someone who entered the U.S. via the Mexican border. After a couple months, they took a plane back to Jamaica. Can that person apply for a U.S. or Canadian visa?
Of course, you can always apply. The question is, are they likely to get it? That's the trick question. So anybody can always apply for a visa, but are they going to use the fact that you tried to enter the United States? Well, they said to the Mexico border. I don't know if they were, when they came in, if they Jim Screech across the border and nobody actually stopped them and interviewed them. So we need a little bit more information there. Or were they paroled in and then they just took the plane and went back to Jamaica? I mean, the good thing is that maybe they don't have any unlawful presence, because it says here they went back straight away to Jamaica. So that's good. But we still would need to do a consultation for me to see the likelihood of an approval. But yes, certainly they could definitely apply for a visa, because that's what they should have done in the first place, right?
Absolutely. Nadine?
It's pretty much what Opal said, Nora, because I would have to get more details from them. Opal, I'm assuming if they entered via the Mexico border, it means they did not have the proper documentation to enter the U.S.?
That's what I'm thinking, yes.
Okay, so then yes, we definitely would have to look at their information, their current circumstances, to see what are the chances of them being successful. As much as, yes, we don't make a final decision, but at least we can offer professional advice.
Right. All right. More questions coming in on our YouTube chat. Steve Allen is asking, good morning, Opal. How do I prevent my daughter from aging out?
Uh-oh.
On my approved I-130 application, she's now 20 years old.
You stop her from aging? I'm joking. No, I could not resist that. I could not resist it. Stop it. Stop.
I thought the same thing. Let's freeze her age.
All right, but listen, if it's well, it sounds to me this person hasn't stated who is filing for them. I'm going to assume it's maybe a parent who is filing, and so you're not able to go ahead and actually submit the DS-260, or that part's not going to be opened up yet until a visa number is available. So if it's a parent that's filing for you, and I'm assuming you're 21 years old or over, then it might be a while before your priority date is current. So if you could just maybe in the comment section just tell me who is filing for you, and especially when did that person start filing for you, because your daughter is going to keep the age is going to keep counting against her until a priority date becomes open, and until the DS-260 is submitted.
All right, Steve, I hope you're listening and you can provide that additional information there.
The one about giving away a visa,
right? News commentator J.A., you are too funny. News commentator J.A. on YouTube says, Nadine, if any, I'm assuming she's talking about visas giving away for Canada. I'm only available when sun hot. Canada too cold.
For the US one too. Same thing. Opal, if any visa given away, let me know, please. Foreign for 2024.
Oh, jeez. Giving away, that would be very hilarious. But I doubt that would ever happen.
Many visas given away, Dora.
And I doubt that would ever happen in anywhere. Giving away a visa just to give away.
In the Christmas spirits, what's wrong with you?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. All right. Nikon Vision seems to be giving some follow-up information. Nikon Vision says priority date 2020. All documents have been submitted except the police certificate. You probably didn't hear the response previously, Nikon Vision. It's the same person who was asking, was saying that the police certificate was just requested. and the priority date was 2020.
Yeah, but when was it documentarily qualified?
Right. So it sounds as if they didn't hear your response before. So if you're documentarily qualified Nikon Vision, you can tell us when, and then more information can be provided for you. Someone was asking about U.S. citizenship. Here it is, Miss P. Brown. How long will it take when filing for a parent by a U.S. citizen?
Okay, so that one, you don't really need to wait for a priority date to be current because they treat it as an immediate relative. So the I-130 itself might take about a year to be approved. And then voila, you start immediately applying for the DS-260, which is the immigrant visa application. Now, once, as we have been stating all the way through the program, that there's currently still a backlog. If the person is outside of the United States, there's still a backlog to get to that point of an actual interview. So instead of it taking only about a year, it might really go to 2 to 3 years because the person is outside the United States. Now, if your mother is in the United States and you are a U.S. citizen and you're filing for her, she could maybe get her green card in maybe a year or less.
All right. And a permanent, this one is a question from me. A permanent resident, a mother filing for her minor child who is in Jamaica. How long is that one?
That's the one that there's a they've rolled back those dates. So if the permanent, right now they're only giving out visas for people for the filing who took place before November 2019. So right now in 2023, say if they're just going to submit this now in 2023 and they only at 2019, they're going to have to finish up all the November 2019, then they'll get a 2020, then 2021, 2022, then 2023. So you can easily see at least 4 years right there.
All right. Yes, we still have more time. Beverly on YouTube says, can I apply? I'm assuming she's asking to file for her goddaughter who is in Jamaica.
Oh, your goddaughter? Oh, no. If it's an immigrant visa, no, you can't file. But, and I'm actually, you can't even apply for a visiting visa for your goddaughter unless you're a guardian, a legal guardian, or the parent of that child.
Right. And
or unless you adopt.
I was just about to say, don't go adopting people's children like that, because you can't just reverse adoption.
Yes.
Because I see the questions and I know where it came from. Don't go adopting people's children and then you want to reverse the adoption and give them back to you. Can't do it.
And let me tell you,
so think about it before you do it.
Real quick on this one, because this is very important. It's a very important point you raised, Nora, because I've done consultations with people who are like adults now, like the child is an adult now, and they want to know if they could file for their biological mom or dad. Right. And I'm like, no, you sever that relationship when you let that so-called auntie or whoever had adopted you, and now you got that U.S. citizenship from that person, and now you want to go ahead and adopt your biological mom. It's not going to work, and now they regret it. A lot of people, they regret doing that in the first place.
Because she's essentially no longer your mother.
It's no longer your mother.
Exactly.
She's not a stranger.
Well, a question here for you, Nadine. Elitha Warren, you have to have education if you want to migrate to Canada. Well, not really, but okay.
That name sounds very familiar. What is the question, Nora?
Well, I'm just going to read what it says. It says you have to have education if you want to migrate to Canada. What if your in-law is trying to hurt you? You can't get the document to migrate. Nadine, please explain.
What if your in-law is trying to hurt you?
I'm not sure. Hurt you in what way? But I want you to also explain that you don't have to go to Canada through education only, but also, Elitha, if you can further explain what you mean by your in-law is trying to hurt you and you can't get the documents, or you can book a consultation with Nadine. But
as I said, Nora, sorry, that name sounds very familiar. She sounds like one of my clients. So if it is Mrs. Warren, good morning. Very nice to hear from you.
Oh.
She has the best yam in Jamaica. If it is her. Sorry, Nora.
Well, if you are Nadine's client, then you should know about the other ways.
She can reach out to us. I
Right.
mean, the office is officially closed, but she can send me an email. I'll still be checking for my emails. No problem.
All right, no problem. So, Elitha Warren, you can send an email to Nadine. Brother Rodney is on the line. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Nora. Good morning, Nadine. Good morning, Opal.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you ladies are doing great. I'm just calling you guys to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes.
Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas and Happy holidays to you.
Thank you. The very same to you and your
Nora,
family.
Nadine, Opal?
Yes.
I know that Toronto is cold, but just want to let you know that I will be heading home this coming Sunday to Edmonton.
I think that's Nadine. Nadine is the one in the cold. I am in warm Jamaica.
Nadine, I'm heading home this coming Sunday to the cold here.
You are leaving Jamaica.
You can bring up some roast breadfruit for me and send it, right?
The good thing about it, here's the direct flight from Montego Bay straight into Edmonton, so I won't stop into Toronto.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
Yes. God bless,
Okay,
Nora,
well, safe
God
trip.
bless you.
Enjoy the rest of your
bless you,
stay.
ladies, for the time that you take out every Monday, and I always tune in. So God bless you, ladies, and be safe, all right?
Same to you, Rodney.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Enjoy the holidays in Canada.
Bye-bye.
All right. Stay warm. All right. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we will continue taking your calls and wrap because we'll be on the final leg.
Fill all your prescriptions, get cosmetics and other pharmaceutical items at Mannings Hill Pharmacy, located at 34A Mannings Hill Road, Kingston. Telephone 924-6280. At Mannings Hill Pharmacy, they stock all the hard-to-get medication. The time by Mannings Hill Pharmacy is...
It's 9:45.
The management and staff of Banmark West and Negril would like to extend season's greetings to their loyal customers. Let the peace and the joy of this holiday season be yours now and throughout the new year. So this season, visit Banmark for all your bikes and bike rentals or call 957-0196. Happy holidays from Banmark.
Blend Skincare has been providing exceptional skincare services for over 28 years. They specialize in non-needle skin tightening, muscle toning for face and neck, customized age group facial services, wart or skin tag removal, laser Hollywood rejuve, laser, waxing or sugar hair removal, and customized body massages. Call Blend Skincare at 876-978-3191 or 876-667-7002 or visit them at 8 Lady Musgrave Road, Kingston 5.
Do you or someone you know have a drug, drinking, or gambling problem? Mental health issues or COVID fatigue? Rise Life Management Services offers treatment, telephone counseling, and information 7 days a week from 8:30 a.m. to 12 midnight. Call us toll-free at 1-888-991-4146 and after 4:30 at 876-967-3779. All information will be treated confidentially. Rise, changing lives for the better.
Need a loan? Need it fast? CashBiz Finance provides loans in a flash. We offer quick loans for emergencies, small businesses, school fees, insurances, and other personal and professional needs. Call us today at 876-816-9942 or 876-446-3671. Visit us at Shop 8 Matilda's Corner Plaza in Ligonier. Check us out at cashbizfinance.com. At CashBiz Finance, loans can be processed in as little as 30 minutes. Walk out with your money at the same time.
Good morning. We're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton. It is Immigration Mondays this morning, and we're joined by U.S. Immigration Attorney Opa Lee and Canadian Immigration Consultant Nadine Mahabir. And just in case you are going to miss this last episode and you need to book a consultation, I'm going to allow you ladies once again to give your contact information.
All right, thank you. For Opal Lee, our phone number in Jamaica is 876-854-3599. That is 876-854-3599. In the United States, it is 954-358-2020. That's 954-358-2020. Or you may go to our website if you wish to make an appointment or for valuable information. That is www.flowjamlegal.com. Thanks, and over to you, Nadine.
Thanks, Opal. For Nadine Mehabir, our contact number in Jamaica, it is 876-754-4391. That's 876-754-4391. In Canada, it is 1416-249-5885. That's 1416-249-5885. Our email address is info@cdnintl.com. Thanks, Nora. Over to you.
All right. So we have some more questions coming in, and we have a little bit of time left if you want to call. The numbers to call 876-630-9371-4 or 618-8255. That's 630-9371, and that goes up to 4 or 618-8255. And we're also taking questions from our YouTube chat, Nationwide 90 FM Live. That's our backup page, Nationwide 90 FM Live. That's where we are streaming from this morning. All right. Monica Stone on YouTube says, "Hi, Opal. How long does it take if a U.S. citizen is filing for an unmarried child over 21? The child is a Canadian citizen living in Canada."
Okay, so it's going to take about 8 to 10 years. Yep. Right now, they're only processing applications that were filed on or before January of 2015. So if you're just going to submit this now, remember we're there at 2015, it's about 8 years to 2023. And then we have to add in the time for the, the visa processing part now, and if there's any backlog. No, man, backlog must clear up by then. So let's say about 8 years a year. I'm not even going to say 8 to 10 years. There's no way there's supposed to be a backlog still going on, because we're not going to have another route of COVID. Are we going to have that, Nora?
Let's knock on in this place.
The numbers are increasing at least in Toronto right now.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, it's about 8 years, because right now they're at January.
Persons need to be careful.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's true.
All right. And I'm not sure if you can answer this one, but I'll ask you just the same. Michelle Martin says, "How long does it take to file for my husband who is in Italy?"
Ooh, Italy. So how long? It's immediately available. By the way, are you a U.S. citizen, Michelle? Or
she says
resident?
yes, I am a U.S. citizen.
Okay, perfect. So the I-130 itself might take about a year or so to be approved. So we'll say between a year to 2 years or so.
All right. So remember the numbers to call if you have any questions. This is our final episode of Immigration Mondays for the year. We come back next year. That's January. Oh, January 1 is a Monday, is it? So the next episode of Immigration Mondays will be January 8th. Ooh. So quite a bit of time. If you have a question, it's best to get it answered now. The numbers to call 876-630-9371-4 or 618-8255. You were saying something, Nadine?
I have a question for Opal. Opal, if a sister wants to sponsor an adult sister,
right?
Unmarried, or should I say divorced, how long would that process take?
Okay, so right now they're processing applications that were filed on or before May 2007. So nothing has gone in yet. Why Nora looking like that?
No, 2007.
So I'm using a walking stick, but
so 16. So about 16 years. About 16 years. And the thing is that the categories are moving so slowly, though. So even though it's right now between 2007 to 2023, 16 years. You might want to add on a few more years to that, because it depends on how. Oh gosh, look at Nora! Come on,
that's more like 20 years.
Does it even make sense?
Yes. You know how many people
Is it
said
worth it?
If they had 20 years ago said no, it took too long, and see if they had just done it back then. Now it would have been their sister or brother would have been able to join them.
I mean, yeah, back in the days, if you were like younger, but I mean, okay. There's a caller on the line. So 16 years is that wait time for a sibling filing for another sibling who is like over 21. Wow. All right. Marie, you said? Marie, good morning.
Morning, Nora. How
Good.
are you?
I am good. How are you?
Okay. I'd like to speak to Opal.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Opal. Okay, my son's father has put in a filing for him this year, February, and just about a week before he turned 18, as he turned 18 in March.
Okay.
And what I want to find out is he automatically become a citizen when he gets through, because his father is a U.S. citizen.
Okay. His father's a U.S. citizen, but where's the child right now?
He's here in Jamaica.
Okay, so he has not. He just submitted the application. He's now 18 right now, correct?
Right.
So he's already 18. So he would have had to become a permanent resident or migrate before he turned 18 and living with that parent to be considered a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. One more thing, Miss Lee. On Thursday, you speak with a gentleman at 11:30.
I don't know about that. Well, I don't know. If there's something specific about a consult that I did, please contact my office directly, because we can't divulge any information on air, okay?
No, I was saying that I'm the person who gave him your number, because I listened to you every morning.
Thank you.
He was saying that you said you should tell me thanks.
You must say, man. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Okay,
I thought you were going to be asking me something, specific about
no,
that.
I wouldn't do that. No.
Okay. Well, thank you ever so much, and thanks so much for listening to Nationwide.
Yeah, man. All right.
Thank you.
All right. All the best to you, Marie. And just one last question before we go, and the question is for you, Nadine. It's where did it go? Did the person delete the question?
While you're looking up the question, Nori,
Go ahead.
we really do have to thank all our loyal listeners and viewers, because a lot of clients, they'll say, oh, my dad or my mom listens to the program and shared the number with us. And even persons in Jamaica who shared the contact numbers with persons in Canada. We really do appreciate that. So thank you very much.
That is so true. And by the way, and thank you so much for the jokes in the YouTube chats as well. It has made our morning every single Monday. Thank you so much. And, we love you all.
All right. It would seem as if the person deleted the question, because I'm not seeing it again. But, there it is. If an adult international student is currently on PGWP in Canada and the parent is alone in Jamaica, what is the best way to get the parent to Canada towards PR? The parent has a visitor's visa.
The parent would either have to get a job offer or also go up as an international student and then transition to residency. Because as a postgrad work permit holder, you're not able to sponsor a parent. You're also a temporary resident. And even if she was to eventually qualify for residency, Nora, if she's a regular listener, she would know. And if she's done the research on the parent sponsorship category as well, it is one of the hardest categories to get through under. So, if the mom wants to join her, she would either have to get a job offer or go to school and then qualify on her own as a resident.
All right, so that was the final question for Immigration Mondays for 2023. We are going to head on out now. I'm going to allow you ladies one last time for the year to give your contact information, and then we will wrap and leave.
All right. So thank you so much, Nora. It was indeed a pleasure spending all these Mondays with you and actually sitting right beside you.
Right?
Thank you so much. And thanks again to our wonderful and loyal listeners and viewers. Season's greeting to you all and your family. So for Opal Lee, our phone number in Jamaica is 876-854-3599. That is 876-854-3599. In the United States, it's 954-358-2020. That's 954-358-2020. Or you may go to our website if you wish to make an appointment, and that's www.flowjamlegal.com. Over to you, Nadine.
Thanks, Opal. And a big thank you again, Nora, to you, Mr. Hughes, and the staff at Nationwide for having us every week. It has been a pleasure. I look forward to joining you guys every Monday. And as we go for the holidays, I'd just like to remind everyone, please be safe on the roads. Please be kind to each other. You know, a lot of us would like to retire in Jamaica, and because of what is going on, it's very difficult to really consider that decision as being something we can do right now. So please, let's try to make Jamaica a little bit safer, and let's be kind to each other. For Nadine Mehabir, our contact number in Jamaica, it is 876-754-4391. That's 876-754-4391. In Canada, it is 1416-249-5885. That's 1416-249-5885. Email is info@cdnintl.com. And again, a very Merry Christmas to you, Nora, the staff at Nationwide, and all our listeners and viewers. Thanks again. Happy New Year, and all the best when it comes.
And if we had time, you know, would have sing our Christmas song. Oh, I'm joking.
You're gonna sing Opal. I'm waiting on that.
All right. So happy holidays to you, ladies, and enjoy the Christmas and Happy New Year when it comes. See you next year. That's all the time we have for the Consumer Hour today. Making way now for Cliff Hughes Online.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
10 o'clock.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock. Like a rock, I was strong as I could be. Like a rock, nothing ever got to me. Like a rock, I was something to see. Like a rock, and I stood arrow straight, unencumbered by the weight of all these hustlers and their schemes. I stood proud, I stood tall, high above it all. I still believed in my dreams.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's get to work.
Cliff Says is brought to you by Educom Credit Union, providing value through service.
Cliff Says, what's on his mind? Unfiltered analysis and commentary.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock. Like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see, like a rock. And I stood arrow straight, unencumbered by the weight of all these hustlers and their schemes. I stood proud.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I trust I find you well this Monday, December 18, the last full working week for the year 2023 before the arrival of Christmas Day. And I suspect that many people have already tuned out 2023 and we're going through the motions for the rest of the 2 weeks left in the year. We're merely going through the motions. Yeah, people are taking their leave. Some have gone on 3 weeks leave, 4 weeks leave. Good morning, Damien. Good morning, you're back. After how many weeks? Yeah, 3 weeks. Oh, you're one of those. Yeah. But when we thought the year was coming to a close, we were winding down in the news business. Lo and behold, last Friday, we got word of a murder, what is now a murder investigation that's gripping the attention of the country, especially in the upper middle classes of Jamaica, including members of the diaspora who have been calling me. And it's a murder investigation that is very disturbing, very disturbing. And you know we have had a lot of disturbing incidents of major crimes, in particular murders in Jamaica, for far too long. Far too long. But just when you thought, well, that was it for 2023, we are now into another major murder investigation. This time, it's about the death or the killing of the wife of the former Member of Parliament for West St. Mary, this name gives me a problem, Julian Silvera. His wife is 40-year-old Melissa Silvera. And she was found dead, or it is now believed killed, sometime on November 10. That's 35 days ago. And at the time when her death was announced, it was said that she died in her sleep, went to bed and didn't wake. Now, as Nationwide broke the news last Friday evening, an autopsy report found that she was shot at least 3 times. 3 times. This morning, Nationwide is reporting that a licensed firearm belonging to her husband, Mr. Julian Silvera, has been seized by the police as they intensify their investigations into what is believed to be the killing of his wife, Melissa. Ricardo Brooks has the latest.
Mr. Silvera was interrogated by police personnel from the JCF's Major Investigation Division, MID, for several hours on Friday evening. He was questioned into the wee hours of Saturday morning. His gun has been seized for ballistics testing. It was initially reported a few weeks ago that Mrs. Silvera died in her sleep from natural causes. However, Nationwide News disclosed on Friday that a post-mortem report revealed 3 gunshot entry wounds on her body and turned up bullet fragments. The police believe that Melissa was gunned down while she slept at the couple's home in Stony Hill, St. Andrew on November 10. A team of police personnel visited the house on the weekend and conducted forensic tests. However, Nationwide News understands that subsequent to the death of Mrs. Silvera, significant renovations were carried out on sections of the home. Tiles were reportedly replaced, and the bed in which Mrs. Silvera is believed to have spent her final moments was removed from the property, which has also been repainted. Mrs. Silvera died, leaving behind 3 young children. Mr. Silvera has hired one of the country's leading criminal defense attorneys, King's Counsel Peter Champagny, as the police intensify their investigation into his wife's murder. In a brief statement on Saturday, Casey Champagny told Nationwide News that he see no evidence to suggest at this time that his client is being treated as a suspect. Julian Silvera is reportedly denying wrongdoing. The death of Mrs. Silvera, who's the daughter of a well-known PMP activist, and the subsequent murder investigation are sending ripples through sections of the opposition PMP. Silvera has been active on the campaign trail in recent times with PMP President Mark Golding and is considered a key party operative in St. Mary. Ricardo Brooks for Nationwide News.
Thank you, Ricardo. Well, at 9 minutes after 10, on the 18th of December, 38 days since the death of Mrs. Silvera. Where are we? There are many more questions than answers this morning. There are just so many questions. For example, was it a medical doctor who pronounced Mrs. Silvera dead? How did we hear about the story? Who promulgated this story? Who put out in the public square the story that she died in her sleep? Did that doctor prepare and submit a report? When was that report done? Did the police investigators ask for a copy of the report and death certificate? Has that doctor been interviewed? Now that there is this turn in the demise of Mrs. Silvera, that doctor, it would seem to me, has questions to answer. And then, what of the role of the police in this? Was it a team of police investigators who went to the Stony Hill home of the Silveras, where Mrs. Silvera was killed? Was it a team of police investigators? And if it were a team, how many? Or, and this is crucial, was it a single policeman? Was it a single policeman? And if it were a single policeman, of what rank is he? And how was he notified of the death of Mrs. Silvera and told that the police were needed to be there at their Stony Hill home? And who notified him? Who called the police? Was it the Stony Hill police who were called? And then, these are questions I'm asking because of information we have. How did they travel to the house in Stony Hill? Or how did he, if it were a single policeman, travel to the house? Was it in a police service vehicle or vehicles? Or was it a personal motor vehicle? Who wanted Mrs. Silvera dead? Yeah? Who wanted her dead? Who had a motive and an opportunity to kill her? You tell me. These are all questions the investigators will have to be grappling with now as they intensify their investigations. Who wanted her dead? And why? And who had an opportunity to kill or have her killed? Yes. And there's another question, several other questions. Has the initial team of investigators been replaced, and why? Because it is our information that the police are very concerned about the work that was done by the initial team of investigators or investigator. So, have they been replaced? Huh? And then, which funeral home was asked to remove the body of Mrs. Silvera? Yes? Which funeral home was asked to remove her body? And how did they miss the fact that she had gunshot entry wounds to the body? And then there's another question. Why did it take 35 days between November 10 and last Friday to get the autopsy done? 35 days. She was killed on November 10, we're told. The autopsy wasn't done until last Friday. And then, as you have been asking, everybody been asking, were there attempts to cover up the killing of Melissa Silvera? Were there attempts to cover up her killing? And who would have conspired to hide the fact that she was murdered? Who would have so conspired? Are members of the police force a part of that conspiracy? Are members of the police force a part of that conspiracy, and why? What would have motivated them? Similarly, questions for the doctor who pronounced her dead and the funeral home that received her body. You know, as it is being said all over Jamaica since Friday evening, this is a frightening incident of murder most foul and corruption most high. Murder most foul and corruption most high. And I hope we'll get some answers from the man in charge of the crime portfolio and security in the JCF, Deputy Commissioner Fitzbailey. There are so many questions to be asked and to be answered. Time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose.
It's Christmas time and there are gifts that go, gifts that blow, and then there are gifts that grow. Like a Sure Start savings account from CIBC First Caribbean. Sure Start is a savings account designed to grow with your children from birth to 17 years. It's easy to start and easy to grow, allowing you to top up and monitor at the ABM, online and through the mobile app. So give the gift of a brighter, smarter future with a Sure Start account from CIBC First Caribbean.
Jamaica, let's spread the word around to let the world know that we are proud to be one republic. We on the road to republic. Well then, let's propel we nation moving forward in a new direction. True independence, that's the projection. No more dependency, it's the best plan. Yes, we know what's best for us, cause we want we country prosperous. So make we just pull together as the general public while on the road to republic. Jamaica, let's spread the word around to let the world know that we are proud to be one republic. We on the road to republic.
A message from the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs.
We on the road to republic.
Spruce up your home this holiday season with Unique Living. We have a wide selection of fixtures, from stylish shower systems to elegant faucets, closet pieces, vanities, sinks, shower enclosures, toilets, bathroom, and kitchen accessories to upgrade your space. Shop at Unique Living, Jamaica's leading kitchen and bathroom provider for everything new and unique. Visit them at shop number 6, 30 Don Robin Avenue, Kingston 10, or call us at 876-755-3661.
Do you or someone you know have a drug, drinking, or gambling problem? Mental health issues or COVID fatigue? Rise Life Management Services offers treatment, telephone counseling, and information 7 days a week from 8:30 a.m. to 12 midnight. Call us toll-free at 1-888-991-4146 and after 4:30 at 876-967-3779. All information will be treated confidentially. Rise, changing lives for the better.
Cliff Hughes Online. Talk radio for all Jamaicans.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm.
18 minutes after 10 o'clock. The madness on the nation's roads is intensifying. What is it about us that the closer we get to Christmas is as if we drink more Mad Puss whatever? What is it about this time of the year? Is it that we're imbibing more? Is it the air we breathe? Why we feel that, boy, we must take more chances and put our lives at greater risk? What is it? We don't see the reports, we don't see the videos, the pictures of the carnage. That young lady, only 23 years old, who died on the weekend on the Mandela, in the vicinity of the Ferry police station. The toll of the loss of lives is taking on our country and our families. Just think of that family. Christmas is over for them. They'll never forget this Christmas. 23 years old, just about to bloom in her life. A recent graduate of the university. Yeah? Just when her parents, her siblings, her family, looking to say, okay, you know, when you have a child and you see them battle through school, college, university, and you see them graduate and your hopes and expectations are high for them. You want to see them settle down, you know, into a profession or a vocation or whatever skill they've chosen. Yeah, they go on to marry and, you know, form unions, and, you know, you look forward to, yeah, that is shattered. And it's as if we are just crazy. I was on the road yesterday and, you know, the driving, the speeding, the risk-taking, the beating of the red light. Huh? Boy. You know, I see where the long-serving, I almost say long-suffering Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Lucian Jones, a soldier, a general in this struggle for road safety in Jamaica for many years now. And Dr. Jones said that fatal accident on Saturday in the Mandela was completely preventable. Completely preventable. And he said it should remind us to exercise due care when using the roads.
The tragic and entirely preventable death of that young lady, young woman, on Saturday morning should serve as a reminder that we should be extremely careful on our roads. Not just at Christmas time, when many more people are traveling around, and many people are unfortunately driving under the influence of alcohol, but at all times.
Yes, at all times. if you're going, you go to party, but not drink if you know you have to drive. If you're going to drink, find a driver. Designate a driver. And one of the things I noticed, there was a time when it was the young men, between 19 and 25, 26, who would take a lot of risk on the road. I am now noticing, and you tell me if I'm wrong, that the young women have caught up in taking as much risk as the young men used to take. When you see these young women driving now, you need to get out of that mode and say, well, she's not going to be reckless. She's not going to take chance. They're just as risk-taking. Yes, just as risk-taking. They flash and they dash and they manipulate that motor vehicle just like the young men them. Tell me if I lie, me I tell. Nora, you tell me. Lie, me I tell? You don't know? You don't know. Yeah? And it is, I have noticed it. Yeah? I don't know if you have. But the young women, there's a term I gather for them, Damien, that has been, what is the term that they now use for the young, especially those who drive the fit? The moms, that's the term. The moms. Yes? They are just as dangerous. Yeah? I'll never forget, recently I'm coming along Balmoral, and one of them coming south along Bradley. And there's a long line of traffic going west along Balmoral, and coming from Bradley, you have to stop to get into the main traffic flow. And this driver, I could not believe it. She did not stop. And I said, what? When I look, it's a young woman. Well. So Dr. Jones is calling on you all to take the necessary steps to prevent road fatalities throughout the entire year, and in particular during the festive season.
The death of this young lady and the other 405 persons who have died for the year, these deaths are entirely preventable. It doesn't have to happen. We can do better. We have to do better in the new year. And so we ask for you and others just to enjoy the Christmas, to make sure it is merry and not filled with grief because somebody didn't do what they are supposed to do.
Yes. And I see people on YouTube agreeing with me. Yes. Marva Thomas, that's true, Cliff. That's not a joke. Mikhail says, why fit drivers so bad though? Dane Barnett says the problem is a lot of the young and new female drivers have been taking taxis for some time before they could afford a vehicle, and they picked up the traits of taxi men. Really? I didn't see that perspective at all. Yeah. Ah, boy. Edney Powell says, pure speed under them foot. M-Jam, it's true, Sir Hughes. I was there a few months ago and I was literally afraid to drive. Pure madness. Barbara Ellington says, true, Cliff. The woman them bad. Yes. So I'm asking you, please, no, we don't need to lose any more life on the roads between now and the end of the year. If we all take personal responsibility and say, listen, let's preserve my life and the other driver's life. We can do it. We can do it. Yes, 23 years old. On Saturday, Shadedra Williams. She was a passenger in a Mercedes-Benz that crashed into a parked truck and further collided with a Suzuki Grand Vitara. She recently returned to Jamaica, we gather, following her graduation from the University of South Florida in the United States. Yeah? No, man. We can do better. We can do better. Yes? All right, before we go to the break. You know, sometimes we see our officials well-tailored in their, well-dressed in their suits and performing their official duties. And I'm talking about, in this case now, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith. And if you haven't seen this video, you need to stop and look at it with Kamina Johnson-Smith, Jamaica's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, doing the drift. Yeah? I didn't know that Kamina was so bad. I looked at it and I said, is this really Kamina or is it somebody else? Play it for me, Damien. Play it for me, please.
Singer, bad man, killer. Some move, some rock, some sip my liquor. Move, you, quick, keep up, girl, jazz, drop, quicker. Make a dance couple times, girl, I take my picture. I make my
What is this? I didn't hear that. What? But look at her going at it. Look at her. She trained for this. She had to train for this. Huh? Damien, thank you. You saved me this morning. You saved me this morning. I didn't hear. Oh, Lord. No, sir. Oh, look at her going. Kamina Johnson-Smith, Jamaica's Minister of Foreign Affairs, showing that she can do the... Oh, she used to dance with some... Yes, too good. Anyway, you can play it without... Go on YouTube and see Kamina drifting. Time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock.
At Colley's Pharmacy, we believe that quality service stimulates quality health. So, we delight you with warm, friendly, exceptional customer service, pharmaceuticals, household, unique, and hard-to-get items. Nothing but the best. At competitive prices, call Colley's 634-4210. WhatsApp your prescriptions at 536-1692. We're on IG. Visit 6 North Street, Black River. Colley's Pharmacy. We value your health.
Tired of the high interest rates and the whole heap of loan payments every month? Take a debt consolidation loan from AIM to pay credit card bills and all other high interest rate loans from other institutions. Make one low monthly payment to AIM and take home some extra money in your pocket. That's financial freedom. One loan, one low payment, more money in your pocket. Call AIM today to lower your low payment. More money in your pocket. Call AIM today to lower your loan payment. And remember, you won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed. Happy holidays from Team Adam and Eve. We invite you to indulge in a relaxing spa atmosphere or gift someone spa pampering this season. Visit us at www.adamandevedayspajA.com for e-certificates or WhatsApp 876-567-2142. Relax, refresh, and respite with us today. We have Christmas packages starting at $8,500. Book a massage, facial, mani-pedi, or hair service at Adam and Eve Day Spa. You deserve it.
God bless you if you get this a contract, but we need money for buy tools.
Woman, don't worry about that. From me find out about Total Tools, me realize it. Them rate everything. Jackhammer, chainsaw, backhoe, forklift, water pump, light tower, and so we can work night and day and get the job done fast.
Total Tools Rental. Rent tools. Big tools, small tools, long tools, short tools. Total Tools, Main Street, Otrius and Slipe Road, Kingston. From a pin to an anchor. Call 876-908-0667 or 876-994-1653. Total Tools.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255. Or find us on Facebook at Nationwide News Network and follow us on Twitter at Cliff Nationwide. You can also listen to Cliff Hughes online live on the World Wide Web at nationwideradiojm.com or via the Nationwide 90 FM app on your mobile phone.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light.
You know, this social media thing is a minefield, because I'm now learning that the original video, with the goodly senator doing the drift, did not have the profanity that we have had to dump. Yes? And apologize to our listeners if you heard that expletive. Yes? That the one with the profanity was not the version that was played at the Christmas party where she was doing the drift. Here it is, the original one. Well, so that is the original version that was played. Yeah? We got the contaminated one. Wow. Well, here's another thing I'm getting on my WhatsApp. This person says, I don't know if I should call his name. He says, I'm surprised you did not know Kamina danced with NDTC. She was a young sensation. Or movements, was it? But big dancer. Oh, that explains it. That explains it. She was, according to this listener of mine, she was a young sensation as a dancer. Okay. That explains it. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. All right. And here's another one. Cliff, Kamina is a trained dancer. Where have you been? Not on the dance floor. Certainly. Haven't been. Yeah? But, this other person says she was with movements. Yeah? But she is a trained dancer. That explains it. Yeah? She got it too good. Too good. Anyway, time to go to the phones. Richie, good morning.
Good morning, Daddy.
Yes, good morning.
A lot of things,
Yes.
I bet you if you call some of your ladies in Nationwide to share the place with that dance,
They what?
I said, bet you if you call some of those ladies in Nationwide Radio to do that dance, share the place same way.
I'm not hearing him.
I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
It means a lot of things. Because I bet you if you call some of those ladies in Nationwide Radio
Uh-huh.
to do that dance, they sell the place same way.
Them sell the place same way, mean that they could do just as well.
Just as well.
Yeah, I know one. I know definitely the one who is my producer, Nora Gay, could do it.
Nora.
Yes.
Nora
She could do the
Nora
drift
Gay,
as well.
Nora, she can do it. Nora is good at everything, that's why I call her Gino.
Yes.
Just about. She sell the place same way.
Well, I
Anyway.
can't sing, I can't dance to save my life.
You better try. Anyway, you call her that day to return a video, you know.
Huh?
And they say Nara is on the street. She's not on the street. She's in the street.
Uh-huh.
People who know what is going on worldwide, what is going on the ground, those people are in the street. But you see the criminals, they are the ones in the street. So that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the street, so she knows what's going on.
Yes.
Anyway, my topic. The year is closing. And I was saying, boys, like, it's a good year for me. I don't really actually know anyone that killed tragically. And two of them hit me suddenly. There's a man down by Planters District, at a district nearby me. And I heard about the death of this man other day, and his last night, a man that, who really is, this man is my grandfather in John. Job is my game I love, I know it. The man that teach me to play job, that's the man that teaching.
The man that teach you to do what?
I said job, the game job.
Uh-huh.
You know that game?
Yes.
That's the game I play. I love it.
Uh-huh.
I know it take a lot of techniques and skills to play. The man that is killed is my grandfather in job. The man that teach me to play.
You know what? Richie, I'm going to ask you to hang up because I'm really having difficulty following you because you're sounding very distorted. So try me again. Michael?
Yes, man. Sir, Hughes, morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Sir, I thought that the call would have made a difference. But believe me, I know it's not your fault. I went to Burger King yesterday morning, me and my grandson, and no difference.
Oh, this is Michael, the Burger King man.
Yes, sir.
Did you get a call from them?
Unfortunately not, sir.
Oh, did you call us back and leave your number?
Yes, I heard the announcement when you said to call back. I really forgot to leave the number, so I called the front desk.
Yes.
Your front desk and left the number.
Yes.
Anyway,
Nora, you have his number, Nora? Okay. Go ahead, Michael.
I went there Sunday morning thinking that,
Michael?
Yes, sir. Hold on. Let me just adjust the phone here, sir.
No, we can't wait too long, Hello?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, I have it. I dealt with it.
Uh-huh.
Right. So I went there Sunday morning thinking that Burger King got heard the program and would have made any kind of improvements or difference. No difference. I ordered a number 4 on the lunch menu, which is the plantain-based burger, and then I ordered a meal from the breakfast menu, something with bacon for my grandson. As usual, they don't have the plant-based burger and no bacon. And attitudes all around. As a matter of fact, it sparked a conversation with some of the customers, and I went aside and told them that I had called Cliff Hughes and I was expecting that Burger King would have heard and some difference would have made some difference. Believe me, sir, Burger King no respect we are Westmoreland. I stop then. Let me put it to stop because a customer on Sunday morning was saying that Negril branch is much better. So maybe probably half of us abandon Sav and drive to Negril whenever I want a burger.
Yes.
And that is going to be costly.
Yes, and I don't know if you should put yourself through that.
Believe me, sir, I'm so disappointed.
Oh, dear.
So disappointed. As a matter of fact, I made a video when my grandson finally chose what he wanted off the breakfast menu. I made a video of the sandwich itself. I wanted to call to see how I could email you that video, that clip of what the sandwich looks like. It don't look like something somebody should eat. Believe me.
Mm-hmm.
It's taggy and it look the packaging stick on to the sandwich. It just boy me I tell them Mr. Hughes.
Mm.
You know what I had to do? I had to take the ham and the egg out of the bun and put it on a regular shorty bread and let my grandson have it.
Yes.
Man.
Well, sir, you have choices. You must make use of your choices.
Okay.
If you are not satisfied with the service of Burger King Savlamar branch, you have choices. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So bear that in mind. Thank you much.
Okay.
Good,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Who do we have now? Yes. All right, it's time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright.
Don't miss out on the Flow Christmas in a flash sale. We're giving you more this Christmas so you can save big. Sign up for Yard and Road at the extra special price of only $3,999 plus GCT per month. Plus, get a free Samsung phone and earbuds. It's the Christmas in a flash sale. Sign up today and save. Offer ends December 21. Visit discoverflow.co or your nearest Flow store to sign up today. Conditions apply.
Flow makes Christmas bright and blue because it's all inspired by you.
This Christmas, give your family the gift of relaxation with the Singer Family Getaway. Shop from November 23 to December 31 and spend $20,000 before GCT to get a chance to win your family a 4-day, 3-night stay at a luxurious, all-inclusive hotel. Get the best brands of appliances and electronics, plus the best quality furniture, and make it the best Christmas ever with Singer. $650,000 in prizes to be won. So shop now for more chances to win. Conditions apply. See the website for details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Beneficiaries. The PATH payment cycle begins on December 13, 2023. Post offices and payment agencies will deliver payments based on last names up to December 22, 2023. Check the weekend star to find out when and where you should collect. If you miss your date, you must collect between December 27 and December 28, 2023. For more information, call PATH at 876-922-8007 or visit the ministry's website at www.mlss.gov.jm. PATH. Advancing your family. Developing Jamaica. A message from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Hi, my name is Deshauna Bertram. I can do furniture finishing. I am a data entry clerk and I like to be independent.
Trishana is also a wheelchair user.
It's annoying asking for help because the doorway is too small and there is no ramp. Now the Disabilities Act protects my right to access.
There's no holding us back. Getting on the act.
Learn more at risejamaica.org, project funded by the European Union.
Tell me where you get the money transfer. Where you get the money transfer. Where you get the money transfer.
Christmas a come, give our money a run. Ask your sender to select cash pickup and collect your MoneyGram money transfer of $150 or more until December 23 at any Alliance agent for a chance to be one of 14 winners of 100,000 Jamaican dollars from each parish.
Tell me where you get the money transfer.
Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock, like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see, like a rock.
All right, 13 minutes going up to 11. Good morning, Blossom.
Good morning, Cliff.
How are you?
I am not bad, thanks.
Good.
I just called, I heard Ricardo and yourself speaking about road safety.
Road safety, yes.
And I could have got my debt sitting in my car on Friday.
Where?
I went to the post office at Chancery Street, and
That's Chancery Street at Price,
I put
right?
on my indicator to go
That's
in the parking.
hold on. Chancery Street at Price, right? In Meadowbrook there?
Meadowbrook, yes.
Yes. And everybody know when you said Chancery Street where you talk about, you know.
And the security came to me and he said, Mom, we don't have any parking here now, you know, but park over there joining Plaza. I said, okay. My car was still engaged. Had on my seatbelt and everything. Before I could move off, I hear bam in the back of my car. I said, oh my God, what is this? I felt like if I didn't have on the seatbelt, I'd go through the windscreen. And then when I looked through the rear view, I saw this, I got another hit. And this person maneuvering himself. So I couldn't come out. It's a left-hand drive car. I couldn't get out fast enough, so I fly through the passenger side and run across the road because I have to get his license number.
Oh, he didn't stop.
Right? It's a white Pro Box 9761 JM. Right?
Repeat that license number.
9761 JM.
Uh-huh.
Right?
A white Pro Box.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He sped away. But guess what? They are always good Samaritans. I got about 4 different pieces of paper with his number on it. 9761 JM.
Yes. So you reported it to the police?
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
The rain started, and that just took up the rest of my day.
Uh-huh.
I went, the policemen, they were quite cooperative. They took the statement.
That's the Constant Spring Police?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they put in the information and brought up his information.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yes.
I thought he was going to stop. So probably he did not have a driver's license or him not insured or something. I don't know. That's not my prerogative here, so no. But other men out there says he plies between Halfway Tree and Chancery. Right?
Uh-huh.
So I just called to let you know.
Oh, so they haven't caught him yet?
Pardon me?
They don't catch him yet?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
You should follow up with them.
Right? I don't know.
Oh. White Pro Box.
White Pro Box.
9761
JM. Yes? And it wasn't a red plate. So that means he was hustling.
Ah.
Right?
So
It's
he
not a
ran
red
into
plate.
your back and where else? Twice? He ran into your back? You said you heard the initial... Oh. And took off.
And took off. Yes.
You have
And when I was able to get his number, somebody was backing out from a parking lot and him couldn't maneuver. He would have to go knock that car again. Right? So I say, yes, I get you. You run.
Well, you follow up with the Constant Spring Police, eh? Because
yes, I certainly will.
their system now can trace his address and they should be able to find him.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I have. The policeman gave me the slip when you make the report, and he also gave me the details that they picked up.
Yes. Well. And that is a kind of recklessness.
Right?
That is a kind
of... Man a baby, me a 70-year-old, so 80. Right? Him could have killed me and gone. He's a murderer.
And we have too many of that, man. Too many. Too many of them on the road where they feel they can break the law and get away with it. And I really urge the Constant Spring Police, please get him. Get him. Make him know that he's going to be caught and he's going to be punished. That is the deterrent. That's how you deter these things from happening. You have to catch them, punish them. Yeah? So how badly damaged is your vehicle, ma'am? Hello?
Yes, please.
How badly damaged is your vehicle?
No, well, I tell you what, let me tell you, sir, my God is a good God enough. Let me tell you something, because my guardian angels were with me. I was coming out to see the bumper been up and the trunk mash up. But so the taxi man said to me, say, Mom, although you don't see it bend, they need you get your garage man to take off the bumper because you can be out of alignment, which I'm feeling in the steering wheel.
Okay.
Already.
Yes.
And other things happen underneath there.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But there are scratches on it. The police did take a picture.
Okay. All right, ma'am. You try and stay safe on the roads, you hear? Yeah? But if you can avoid being on the roads now, do avoid being on the road.
Pardon me?
If you can avoid being on the road, try and avoid.
Look here, me not go on the road more than saying no.
You go when it's needed.
Sometime all 2 weeks.
Yes.
Me not go out the street.
Yes.
I have to have something out there. I go. I might go that place, that place, that place. That is it.
Same here, ma'am.
Sometimes I don't go in my car.
Same here. I try my best not to be on the roads with them.
I hear you sometimes when you're talking to coming down on them bad drives.
Yes. Yes.
But I was stationary.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And if this is the way they think they must damage people and then they run off.
Right. And
No.
that part of price
I
right.
insisted, is when I reach home, I sit down and I say, but Blossom, some could have hit you down, Me never look right or left, me run across the road because I have to get him license plate number.
So you run across the road? Blossom?
Oh, yes.
But you're not easy. You know, tell me say you just soon turn 80. You know, tell me say you soon turn 80. You run across the road?
Never run across the road, Cliff. Yes.
But
I
you're
look
not easy.
after myself, so if you see me,
You're a sprightly.
you see me at that age.
You're a
right?
sprightly 80-year-old.
Look here. I don't get agitated easily.
Uh-huh.
I always on the ball and say, what next? Because when I feel it, I say, oh, yeah. And I see him like him and take him says, I say, oh, me just run across the road.
Yeah. Very well.
So,
very well. Ah, dear. And I was about...
I don't freeze easily.
I was about to tell you, that part of Price Right, that very busy intersection there. We know over the years it has been notorious for the extortionists. And I gather last Wednesday? Today is what? Monday. It was last Friday. Last Friday morning. Yes? At about 5:35, a car drove up, white, one of them, I don't know if it was a Pro Box, and a number of men inside it just line up the people and waiting for their transport right at Price Right and relieve them of their phones and cash and other valuables. 5:30 in the morning.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
Ah, dear. Anyway, Miss Blossom, you take it easy here.
All right.
9761 JM, looking for him. Yes? Looking for this bad driver. He should not be on the roads of Jamaica. He's driving a white Pro Box. License plate 9761 JM. If you see him, call the police. All right, Miss Blossom. Bianca, good morning.
Good morning, Cliff Hughes.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, I want to make a complaint about a shipping company named Donald Express.
All right, don't call the name just now. Yes, you dump it for me. Yes, just tell me what is the complaint, Bianca.
Whenever you buy something online, they are overcharging you and blaming it on customs. That its custom is the one that's charging so much money to clear the package, and they don't want to provide me with my C number so I could call customs to clarify if that was the charge that was being made to my package.
Oh. So
yes,
so you can't report them to customs without that number?
No, and I'm tired of this. I am tired of them overcharging me. I am just tired. I'm fed up.
Is this Bianca from Westmoreland?
Yes, it's me same one, Mr. Hughes.
Oh, You called me about the library the other day not opening frequently. But the library people say it's not true. They open very frequently on the internet. Yes, the internet go down from time to time. But they were disputing what you were telling me, Bianca.
That's not true. You know, many times I want to go to the library and I pass, it's closed. That's not true, Mr. Hughes.
Well, they're telling me what you told me is not true as well.
I was going to video, at the end of the week I was passing by. I was going to video it and send it to Nara Girl to show that the library is not open frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, whenever you have that experience, you let me know, because they told me, both the head of the library service and the officer down there, saying they don't know what you're talking about.
No, they are not open frequently.
Okay. All right, Bianca, I don't know what to tell you. Use another shipping agency anytime you have problems, you know. Use another company, man. Don't do anything more with that company. All right?
But I changed from one to the other and it's the same thing. I'm just tired.
Well, you can use them then. Find another way. You live in an open economy, you know. You don't have to use one or two. Find somebody else to do it. All right, good. Time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock.
Super healthy, super happy. SuperMed located in Kingston, St. Thomas, Portland, and St. Mary. The time by SuperMed family of pharmacies and Hugh and Den Pharmacy is
11 o'clock.
The World at Noon. Everything you ought to know in local, regional, and international news.
Coming up in the Nationwide World at Noon.
Listen up to the minute sports reports. Get connected with The World at Noon. Weekdays at 12 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. World at Noon. It's credible and factual.
World at Noon is brought to you by Total Tools. They almost always have it.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock. Like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock.
Andrew, good morning.
Hi, morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
I listen to this program almost every day, and sometimes when I think or listen to the amount of social issues that you accommodate, I, hate to be adding to it. But this morning, I'm using your platform to ask Jamaica, or probably the central bank, and vice versa, Dr. Nigel Clark, what is really happening to the banks here in Jamaica? I have a situation where my funds have gone missing from my account, and I'm just not getting anywhere with the bank. The incident took place on December 2. Some individual was added to my account, and in order for you to add a beneficiary, you have to use the token, the RC token. I have a soft token which is on my phone, and an individual by the name of a female name was added to my account, and a total of 388,000 was transferred to that account. The same morning when I realized it, I called the bank and I spoke to an agent who had me on the call for probably 15 minutes. Subsequent to that, I was told that I need to go to the bank the following Monday, because it was a Saturday, to replace the card and to change all the credentials. Then I was told to go to the police station. I went to the New Kingston police station. The police told me that they really don't have anything. They can't really do anything, but they'll appreciate the report, and they gave me a receipt. Every single time I need to get information, I have to call the bank and provide the case number. I did that probably last week, and the bank told me that NCB has not breached any of its security protocols. And as such, they won't be able to return the money. And so I need to go back to the bank. Not the bank, the police station. And I'm saying, as a normal citizen who works very hard in this country, and I'm of the view that the money is secured, or more secured at the bank. I called today again this morning before I called the program, and all the agents told me there's no further update. So I'm just wondering who is in charge of these policies, and if these financial institutions can just operate in the space like this. What do I do as a person? Because if I go to the bank and make a whole heap of noise, I might get myself in trouble, and then I'll be in jail. I just don't understand what is my next move. What can I do? Where do I go? The bank is saying that I may have accidentally clicked a link, and by virtue of that, my information will be shared, which I know from my end that I didn't click any link.
Sir, this is a real issue, you know, and I'm getting more and more complaints about Jamaicans being fleeced through this scheme, or whether it's accidental or not. And I think it is something, high time the central bank and or the Ministry of Finance should really take on, because the number of stories we get on this program, week after week, similar circumstances, yeah, and similar stories. The banks tell you that, listen, you have to go to report it to the police. You call them back and they tell you it's going to take some time, and they're not able to bring closure. I can also tell you, sir, listeners, I've made it the point of my duty to ask the banks what the hell is happening. And they tell me, just like what you have told me, that what they're finding is that some of their customers click, yes, a button, yes, which the scammers then use to get your information. Some people do it mistakenly. Some people do it, yeah, thinking that it is the bank who is asking them for information. And the banker I spoke with said to me, that is why they tell you over and over, they are not going to ask you for your PIN details or your banking details through that method, so don't click on anything. And therefore, if they were to take responsibility when we make the mistakes, they would go bankrupt.
Yeah, but what about the cases where the individuals don't click any link? I'm very, very sure. And this is most persons who understand online banking. In order for this is not a case where funds were transferred to somebody who is an existing beneficiary in my account now. The person was added on December 2. Like,
by?
Instantly.
By who?
And by, I don't know, the same thing. And you have to have a token to add somebody. And the token is on my phone. So it's not a case where funds were transferred or my card was duplicated or so. A beneficiary was added.
And you have the details as to when that was done?
Yes, but because the bank gave me the printout and they see where the account was, the person was added the same morning. In addition to the person being added that same morning, the bank has this digitized loan specific thing that's going on. The person was able to take out a loan of $200,000 on my account, and the bank is telling me that I will have to be responsible for the account, for the loan. It's not a case where, in order for a beneficiary to be added, that you have to use, so the bank carries you through certain steps. And one of the second, probably the last step, is that you must enter the token. It's either a hard token that the bank physically gives you, or it's on your phone. Somebody
No. This case is not one of those we normally get here. This is a different case.
To be privy to the token.
It's the first time hearing now of a case where a beneficiary was added to your account. You got a printout from the bank, yes, and the person was able to access a loan, and you're now being...
200,000, and the bank is telling me that I will have to assume the loan.
No, this is a first. This is a first we're hearing, sir. No, this is not the usual one where you...
thing going on.
What's
they
that?
have this digitized loan thing where you can apply for a loan. I don't know if it's certain accounts, but you can apply for a loan. And automatically the bank approve the loan, send the money over to my account, and the person was able to pull the 150,000 against the 200,000 loan. That is not something that somebody just randomly from outer space can create.
No, you're right. You're right. I've never heard of this one. That's why I've never heard of this one. What the cases we have heard frequently is not of this nature at all. Which bank is it, sir?
NCB.
Again.
National Commercial Bank.
NCB again.
NCB.
Oh.
And I've been to Northford branch, the Northford branch where the account was open.
Yeah.
And I asked them all they was to change the stuff. And I went to the police station, New Kingston police station, walked from the bank go down there.
So they're saying you did it, essentially.
No, they didn't. They say all they said was that they are not in breach of any security protocols. That's all they're telling me, which is it's one of those statements that they tell everybody. But I'm saying this is not a case where even after the person was added, it is so timely and everything is pretty much in sync with the fact that the person, I'm thinking that the person would have had access to the account prior to, because they were able to access the loan as they request the loan. The loan was approved by NCB. NCB sent over the money. It was credited to my account. Then the person was able to pull the 150 in addition to my $238,000.
No,
it
sir.
Can't be somebody from nowhere.
Yes.
And every single time you do a transfer, so whenever you do an online transfer to a beneficiary, you get a text message from NCB in terms of the transfer. So you see, none of these transfers that were done to this John the person, none of those transfers, any messages came into my phone to indicate to me, because it wasn't done once. It was 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, then 88. And none of those transfers, the bank was able to send a message to indicate.
Well, sir, I would recommend that you need to report it to the BOJ. You need to report it to the Bank of Jamaica. They have oversight responsibility for the banks, including NCB. Yes? And you should also not only report it, but copy the Minister of Finance, about it as well. And copy your Member of Parliament. Who is your Member of Parliament? This is something that one of the MPs should pick up, should take up. Yeah? Because this one, I've never heard this one. I must tell you, I've never heard of this one.
It's scary and it's unfortunate. And I think it's getting worse. And I just don't think we can remain as citizens and just allow the banks to just do what they want to do and then tell us that
here's David.
They have clicked on a link.
David Gordon on YouTube saying to me, yes, Sir Cliff, loans in the blink of an eye. Know someone who was billed $1.2 million. She was quick on seeing it and called the NCB. Oh?
It's worrying, and
yes.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I know I brought it on here because I think the wider Jamaica needs to know, and I am going to continue to fight this because I need my money.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that the bank needs to come under some pressure because I can understand the missing money, but when a loan
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what's their verification process or processes, but you just allow a loan to be approved and no form of nothing, and then you tell me that I need to pay it. Then
No, sir.
it's getting
They'll have to prove to you that you did it. Don't pay a cent.
Yeah.
All right, but report it to the Bank of Jamaica, sir.
Yes. Thank you for listening.
Yes, and copy the Minister of Finance on it and your Member of Parliament. Yes, who is your Member of Parliament? Hello? He's gone. All right, time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose.
We're counting down the days to that magical time of year, and at Active Home Center, we have so many gifts to share. Let's get together for the holidays and make every room and floor feel the magic this Christmas from the treasures we have in store. Tiles, kitchen and appliances, windows and doors, bathrooms, furniture, lighting, and so much more. Visit our showrooms in Kingston and Montego Bay or online at ActiveHomeCenter.com. Active Home Center, more savings, more choices.
The following is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister. Applications are now open for the Jamaica House Fellowship Program. Get first-hand high-level experience in the operations of the public sector and an opportunity to support and implement high-priority initiatives of the government of Jamaica for 2 years. Visit the OPM website at www.opm.gov.jm to apply and for more information. The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
I am Kamika Brathwaite. It took me forever to get a job even with my bachelor's degree because I am visually impaired.
Under the Disabilities Act, employers must make reasonable accommodations for blind and visually impaired employees.
Like that screen reader app, braille labels, handrails, or work from home options.
Hire us and watch your productivity go up.
There's no holding us back. Getting on the act.
Learn more at risejamaica.org, project funded by the European Union.
The management and staff of Tropicool Limited wishes to thank its many customers and friends for their support throughout the year. They wish you a joyous Christmas and a prosperous new year, extending love to all this season, especially those less fortunate. Visit them at 56A Studio One Boulevard Crossroad and have a tropical Christmas.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock, like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock.
17 minutes after 11, we're taking your calls on 876-630-9371-4 or 876-618-8255. Just before we go back to the phones, the war in Gaza, the war between Israel and Hamas. On Friday it was, 3 Israeli hostages, 3 men, young men, taken hostage by the terrorists of Hamas on October 27. Stripped down to their waist, carrying a makeshift white flag, quite ready and willing to surrender. And they were shot and killed by Israeli soldiers. One, at the first instance, was able to return to the building from which they emerged. And speaking in Hebrew, the official language of Israel, he tried to tell them, listen, they're hostages. They killed him nonetheless. And that incident is just an example of the attitude of Israel and its ground troops in the war on the people of Gaza and Hamas, where we now have the world, I've been saying it for some time, coming to the realization that what is taking place in Gaza, to put it in very simple terms, is unacceptable. Unacceptable. When a superior military force with a might and technological capability of Israel is killing on a daily basis hundreds of people, women and children included. The death toll mounts every day, 20,000 and climbing. 20,000. And the attitude, the directive of their Prime Minister Netanyahu and his military chiefs is what is driving it. And I've said from day one, the attitude is a Palestinian life is not as important as an Israeli life. Therefore, you go in and you massacre people, including children. And I see where the Biden administration now is beginning to speak up more. Right now, as I speak, the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is in Israel to tell Israel enough is enough. Stop it. But it's much too late. Benjamin is not about prosecuting the war against Hamas. Benjamin Netanyahu is about saving his political skin, surviving. And the U.S. Defense Secretary told them this morning that what they're doing is going to lead to the strategic defeat of Israel. And he's correct. Before October 27, or since October 27, Israel has allowed Hamas to outwit it. The Hamas terrorists, the criminals, have outwitted Israel to the point where Israel is increasingly isolated in the world. The British, the French, the Germans, increasingly the Biden administration, their staunchest ally, are now saying, no, you can't continue to kill people like this. It is unacceptable when Hamas does it. It is unacceptable when Israel does it. And Israel is losing the goodwill it had. And if you are a citizen of this global village, you have to speak up. We can't stand aside and see the kind of carnage and mass murder taking place and remain silent. No. Wrong is wrong. It is wrong when Hamas does it. It is wrong when Israel does it. 22 minutes after 11. Time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright.
My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light, and I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock. Like a rock, I was strong as I could be. Like a rock, nothing ever got to me.
Hi there. Here's some good news for these trying times. Quote, "By God's word, I can see where I'm going. They throw a beam of light on my dark path." Unquote. Psalm 119, verse 105. Listen for God's Word weekdays at 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. through
Oasis. Stop by for a refreshing drink and share a God perspective for the day.
Oasis. Weekdays 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. right here on Nationwide, a revolution in media.
The rebroadcast of the Oasis can be heard weekdays at 5:45 a.m.
The Oasis is brought to you by Solar Tech Jamaica. We use the gift of the sun to power our world.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Suene.
Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear.
26 minutes after 11. Well, it is Christmas time. The winter tourist season is on. And I'm hearing from people in the tourism sector that the country is bursting at the seams with visitors galore. People in St. Anne, St. James, parts of Trelawney, especially in St. Anne, their towns are crowded. Yes? We are anticipating more than 4 million visitors this year. Where are we going to put them? Well, here's a video that has been produced speaking to how the business of tourism in Jamaica is booming.
Why does Jamaica rank so highly when people look for places to travel to? Why are there more and more tourists visiting each year? The Honourable Edmund Bartlett, Jamaica's award-winning tourism minister, said that Jamaica's tourism industry is increasingly inclusive, creating more opportunities for many to earn and make a living. With a phenomenal leadership team, Jamaica is now a top choice for those seeking a multifaceted and relaxing warm-weather travel destination. Being the go-to destination for numerous international celebrities, Jamaica offers luxurious accommodations, beautiful beaches, mountains, and most of all, an amazing people, making it a popular choice for many across the globe. Now some still ask, is Jamaica safe to visit? It absolutely is. Jamaica, after all, shared company with New Zealand, Costa Rica and Cyprus as it middled the 2023 Global Law and Order Report by respected and famous Washington, D.C., United States of America-based international analytics firm, Gallup. Yes, the same one that polls US and many other presidential elections. The report gauges people's sense of personal security and their own experiences with crime and law enforcement. Results are based on nationally representative, probability-based samples among adult populations aged 15 and older in 141 countries and territories across the globe. Jamaica scored 75 out of 100 points, ranking among the safest countries in Latin America and the Caribbean, ahead of the Dominican Republic, Brazil, Peru, Mexico, Argentina, and other nations. The US, UK, and Canada scored 83 points. You're going to have an incredible time if you decide to visit Jamaica. So, pack your bags and get ready for an incredible adventure. One love, one heart, Toodles.
Yeah. That's how Jamaica is being portrayed as a tourist destination. What did they say at the end? Toodles? Oh, yeah. And a whole lot of celebrities coming here. It's 29 minutes after 11. Do we go to the break or take Papa Nana first? Let's take the break and come back with Papa Nana.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose.
This Christmas, start something truly special when you open a homeowner's savings plan or HOSP with CIBC First Caribbean. First step is to set your savings goal and timeline and save towards it with a preferential interest rate. When you hit your goal, HOSP will help you jingle all the way home with a mortgage discount and even an additional loan towards closing costs. 'Tis the season to save for your home. Give yourself the gift of getting started with CIBC First Caribbean.
This Christmas, give your family the gift of relaxation with the Singer Family Getaway. Shop from November 23 to December 31 and spend $20,000 before GCT to get a chance to win your family a 4-day, 3-night stay at a luxurious, all-inclusive hotel. Get the best brands of appliances and electronics plus the best quality furniture and make it the best Christmas ever with Singer. $650,000 in prizes to be won. So shop now for more chances to win. Conditions apply. See the website for details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
The management and staff of Hughes Professional Pharmacy, Shop 3 Mutual Security Plaza, Ocho Rios, wants to wish their valued customers a very holy and peaceful Christmas. They thank you for your continued support and look forward to working with you in the years to come. Hughes Professional Pharmacy, your pharmacy, your family. Telephone 876-974-7733. Hughes Professional Pharmacy, wishing for you a prosperous new year.
Season's greetings from Ashburn C. Simon and Company. They wish for you, their partners, and valued clients a blessed Christmas and a new year filled with happiness, health, and prosperity. They sincerely appreciate your continuous support and the privilege to serve you and your organization. They look forward to serving you in the new year and beyond. Keep safe and enjoy the holidays. ACS & Co. We don't just crunch numbers, we add value.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose.
Papa Nana, good morning.
Mr. Hughes, how you do?
I'm great. How are you?
Well, let me tell you the honest truth. I am better off than when I was worse.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I am plenty better off than when I was worse.
Oh?
And let me explain something to you, Mr. Hughes. You know, it's my time of the year, this Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And certain things I put it down until after Christmas. But there are some things that I would have to talk about. You know what I would like? I listened to the tape that was played about the tourism.
Yes.
I would like you to get the what they call him now, the one that oppose that is the opposition spokesman and tourism now, our spokeswoman. I would like to hear what is he or she's views.
Oh, you mean? Why you would like to hear that?
Oh, you mean?
Tell me.
No, but listen to me now. as I said to you, I don't want to leave because it is my time of the year. But remember, the government has not done anything that is right for the opposition. So I would like to know their views on the tourism now booming.
Oh?
I don't think you get what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
All right. You have a spokesperson on tourism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I would like to hear that person's views on how the tourism is booming in Jamaica now.
What would you like to hear? Why you think that would be useful? What would you want to hear from them?
Why you mean? No, because maybe there is going to say something different and it's not so, because everything that this government says, they start the fact.
But you know that already. So why you want to reinforce your views? But you know that.
I know really. It's the person who don't know, who never know that he saw them say before.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You must waste time on the minor things, you hear?
Yeah, me understand. I may have more important things to talk about. Okay?
Right. Good.
All right, sir. Sensible. Even if you mean insult me, true. All right.
Me not do
you
that.
Listen to me now.
Me not do that, Papa. Me just tell you the truth.
No, me know also you see. Me know you long time. Me know you. You know, you that me know. You know it's a people yard. Any man can get sick, though. Yeah. So you listen to me now.
Yes, sir.
You know, you people job in the news fraternity. On really about a bad time sometime, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, Nationwide announced a statement other night with Mr. Silvera. Right? I'm not going through it now because maybe I don't want to put myself in any problem. But anyway, by the time they announce it on Nationwide, a lot of comrades say Nationwide will do anything to bring down the PNP and blah blah this and his own Nationwide. One day here it's over. No. How it turned out to be, was Nationwide wrong, or what the people who was coaching Nationwide? What is their views now?
Silence.
Silent. You see what I'm trying to
Silence.
They are silent. And when we talk to a man down here and say, listen, if Mr. Hughes break through and he come and he tell you a news, if he never credibly couldn't do it because Mr. Hughes have to protect his backside, right? Now the man come back this morning and tell me, say, right? I don't know if you were here, but I come to borrow something for me, so I come back now and come tell me. The thing why make him did use the word, why are you first have to get it? No, you see how life go?
Oh, my God. So our own success, yes, is being used to beat us. Huh?
Yes.
We shouldn't be the first to report it.
No, you people, for your show, I am just showing you.
Yes.
Why all the while is you in come this morning?
Yes.
Why you were so right, but why is you is the first? Who we are paying for them the information? I'm more somebody in the PNP I give them the
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
And that the man see somebody from India and them now tap to tell him find out the traitor them when they carry news to you.
Let me say this, Papa Nana. When we came into this business in 1998, yeah, that was what, 25 years ago.
Yes.
When we started this business of Nationwide. Over those 25 years, yes, we have established ourselves as a credible source for news. We have been largely a result of our sources. I've been in this business for 40 years, going 40 years. You don't spend almost 40 years in this business without not developing a whole lot of sources.
Exactly.
People who pinch me. You know the term pinch you?
Yes, me know.
Pinch you and say, listen, this I go on, go check it out. Yeah? So when I hear them talking about, we do this to whatever, I smile because they don't know the history of us. Yeah?
Exactly.
And they are attempting to use our own success against us. Yeah?
And
I see, especially some of the voices, yeah. And when I see them and I read what they say, I smile to myself and just say, keep on doing what we're doing. The only way to beat them, the only way to respond to them effectively is getting it right every time.
Yes.
And the moment we get it wrong, we say so. We get it wrong.
And Mr. Hughes, listen to me. I have hell dealing with certain people down here because, listen to me. That's why, if you notice, I don't call you after, you know, because a man tell me that you don't have as much listenership and he only can, we can count on me, call Cleveland and whatsoever, call your station and go forever we are together. We are call your station. And Mr. Hughes, I laugh, so tell me I have to beg him excuse me and go to my bathroom, go use.
Yes.
See what I'm telling you?
Yes.
Because listen, last week or a week before Friday, we could not hear anything from down here. And the same people who is criticizing nationwide come over here, come tell me. It's me no know, so them not hear nothing from the station. Right? Right? The same people, you know? Come on and tell me that no meaning to them I listen.
Yes, yes.
Eh?
Yes.
And when I said to them, say, listen to me, man. If you wasn't listening, how you know? I know they can't answer me.
They can't answer. They shame.
They cannot answer.
They shame.
And then now, him tell me if he give you a message that you have an antenna down, what's it somewhere down, so old time antenna and you need it because him can't do it without he listen to nationwide nowadays. So I say, thank God. Thank God. I that thing gone with.
Oh, God.
Yes. The next point where I want to reach to your quick, Mr. Hughes. I don't know, but you know, you have to help me along the way. This God clause, I hear, if I'm not mistaken, that Mr. Delrachuk is asking Mr. Christie, I'm going to write to Mr. Greg Christie to name the 6 people who have been implicated in the illegal enrichment, right? All right, I want you to help me along my way. No, if the God clause do not move, according to them, they say the Prime Minister have to remove the God clause. How is Mr. Chuck is going to ask Mr. Christie to announce, to broadcast the people their name?
Because based on how the law is written, and in particular in relation to the so-called gag clause,
there's
nothing in that law or section of the law that prevents the Integrity Commission to deliver to the Houses of Parliament a report on any matter that it deems fit. What the gag clause does is to prevent anyone from the Integrity Commission to come on the radio to talk about what they're doing or to issue a news release about what they're doing in terms of a special report.
Okay.
But the clause is written so that, in their opinion, for example, let's take the case of the so-called illicit 6.
Yes.
There's nothing to prevent the Integrity Commission from submitting to Parliament tomorrow morning a report that says, this is where we are with our investigations in relation to this particular matter. We have reached a point where we are going to recommend that John Brown, Papanana, Damien, Nora, be prosecuted for illicit enrichment, or, as the case may be, there's nothing against them. Therefore, the investigation has come to an end.
Why?
It is entirely up to the Integrity Commission to tell the people of Jamaica through Parliament. This is a key. They can send to the Parliament tomorrow a special report to say exactly where they're at with any matter.
Boy, I'm telling you, Mr. Hughes, you see when I talk and I tell you how important it is to relate to people like me. You see how important it is because, listen, I am hearing somebody is coming here to tell me that if the Prime Minister do not release the law and the glad call. The Craig Christie can attack. And
That's not true.
You come and put it in a simple way.
That's not true. That is not
prevent
true.
him from doing it?
Nothing to stop him from doing it, sir.
Nothing to improve.
All he has to do, all the commission has to do, is to document it in a report to be tabled in Parliament. That's all they have to do.
God in heaven, Mr. Hughes. May God ever bless you.
Let me give you a little history, Papa Nana. So when they come back to you, you have it. Before the gag clause came into being, under Greg Christie in particular, that is why it is called the Christie clause.
Yes.
When he was a contractor general.
Yes.
He would issue these voluminous, very lengthy, news releases, setting out what he's doing and who he is investigating, yes, and the circumstances or the circumstantial evidence. And we in media would pounce on that and report that John Brown is under investigation for so and so and so and so.
Yes, yes.
And at the end of the day, nothing came of it. And John Brown's reputation would have been damaged. That is a history that is a mischief they have been trying to prevent.
Yes.
But there's nothing to stop.
They're on our agenda.
Yes, but there's nothing to stop the commission, of which Mr. Christie is the executive director, from saying to the Parliament in a report now that this is where we are with the investigation of the so-called illicit six. We have made good progress, so we are doing this or we're not doing that.
My God.
No,
sir. I hope the
all right, Papa Nana. All right, Papa Nana.
Well, listen to me now. When are we going to get our little Christmas break with you now?
Nora is about to tell us.
Yes, because, we don't like big up, who will big up and thing, man, because...
Yes, man. Remember, we have all of this week to do that.
Yes.
All right? More than likely Thursday.
Well, God bless you, sir.
All
and
right.
You take care. I have learned a lot, sir.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
And you have taught me a lot too, Papa Nana.
Well, you is one of the person who have helped me along the way, but I'm saying to you, look how simple you explain it. My God.
Yes.
God bless you, sir.
All right. Good. Time for the break.
My hands were steady. My eyes were clear and bright.
Furnitureland is Jamaica's premier furniture retailer when searching for stylish and elegant pieces this Christmas. Located at 112 Constant Spring Road, open Sundays until Christmas. The time by Furnitureland is...
Carmen's time. It just turned 11:46. Sorry.
Tell me where you get the money transfer. Alliance. Where you get the money transfer. Alliance. Where you get the money transfer.
Christmas a come, give our money a run. Ask your sender to select cash pickup and collect your MoneyGram money transfer of $150 or more until December 23 at any Alliance agent for a chance to be one of 14 winners of 100,000 Jamaican dollars from each parish.
Tell me where you get the money transfer.
Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
The following Guard Your Card tip is brought to you by CashBiz Finance. Conduct your own research before clicking on links in emails, direct messages, or on social media. Adverts that look promising may seem to be from legitimate retailers, when in reality they have been created for fraudulent activities. The preceding Guard Your Card tip was brought to you by CashBiz Finance. Telephone 876-816-9942.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
My hands were steady. My eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose. My steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock, like a rock.
13 minutes going up to noon. Desmond, good morning.
Morning, Sir Hughes. How are you?
I'm all right. I trust I find you well.
Good, good. First time on the program.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, man. I have a little issue. Last week, I was heading to Orchard to do some work. I'm driving from Lucy to Orchard. If I use none of the ATM that I check, I can get cash. Every single ATM that I check, there's no cash. I have to purchase some goods to work. Purchase the goods. Get my bank statement. If I use, it's $3,000 the bank draw from my account for government tax.
To do what?
I don't know, sir.
What do you mean you don't know?
When I check my account, I saw the statement. I think it's a GCT government tax. $3,000 missing from my account.
Mm-hmm.
I just want the public to be aware of this, sir. I'm telling you, every single ATM, I get no cash from the ATM, bossy. None whatsoever. I check Kosher. I check NCD. And I think I check one Sagicor.
Mm-hmm.
From Lucy.
Well, Desmond, I have no reason to doubt you because the complaints have been coming in thick and fast about ATMs or ABMs not working. Not working. To the point where...
I'm saying now, sir, if they are giving us card to use at ABM and ATM machine, and we can't get cash, and whenever we use and do an on-point sale, why are they charging us so much money? Because I don't think I should pay $3,000 in a 2-week period to use my card.
And it has been a policy of the banks, a declared policy of the banks, to encourage us not to go into the banking hall. We are supposed to go use the ATMs. That has been the policy of the banks for years now. And we have this situation where so many of the ATMs are simply not working. Again, something for the Bank of Jamaica and the Ministry of Finance to take an interest in.
I hope they are listening, Mr. Hughes.
Yes. And I hear the complaints even more so during this festive season when there's a surge in demand for the use of the ATMs. Yes, the traffic is heavily congested across the island now. Yeah. So people, are you making the shopping is more. We have more reason to go buy. Yeah. So we're doing more shopping. So we need to use our ATMs more. And too many times they now work. There's one I use whenever I go. I tend to use the ones that are in my gas stations, service station, for security reasons. And there's one that at a particular service station, and I'm going to call the name, the one at Mary Brown's Corner, formerly Richie B's, ABM operated by Bank of Nova Scotia. 99 out of 100 times it's not working. 99 out of 100 times you're going there at the service station. You see the young ladies inside. It's not working, Mr. Hughes. Yes, the ATM, BNS,
it's
on Constant Spring Road.
It's just across Jamaica, boss. It's just across.
Yes.
Sometimes you go, it's just telling you deposit only. It's not giving you an option to draw the cash. Most of that, the one that I went to, not giving me the option to draw the cash.
Yes.
I went to an NCB one. I draw $3,000 to purchase some gas. I get 3,100 bills.
Yes.
So there's no money inside.
Yeah, man, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. And in the Christmas period, when you're dashing from work to go get your business done, you have to sit down in the traffic. Yeah? And then when you go to the ATM, it's not working, out of service. Very frustrating, sir.
I'm really upset about my $3,000 that they draw. And I'm not getting any service. Sometimes I have to stand up in the middle of the sun all day to get my money from the ATM.
Yes. Yes. Quite right, sir. Boy. Jamaica Bankers Association, yeah, the Bank of Jamaica, the Ministry of Finance, yes, when it's not that them thieving with money, yeah, we can't get it back. It is the ATM's not working. Huh? These are all conveniences, yes, of living in the 21st century, you know. Gotta tell us that don't want us in their banking halls. Don't come into the bank. Yeah, go use the ATM. And
But
yet when you turn up at the
get
ATM, it now work.
Can't get no service from
Yes. Frustrating, man.
Yeah, boss, thank you for listening to me. And I appreciate it.
All right, Desmond, you take care.
Yeah, man, take care.
Good. 6 minutes to 12. Okay. Well, here is one I'm going to drop on you for the Christmas season. Yes? Oh Holy Night. It's a reggae duet. And I'm going to tell you about it. I want you to listen to it and tell me what you think. Yeah? It is done by, it's mixed by Rohan Dwar. Yes? And it's also done by Vincent Smith. Yes? Vincent Smith, formerly of Excelsior. He lives in the United States now. Musical arrangement by Alex Martin, bass by Benjamaz, and background vocals, Carol Dexter. We're going to go out with that for the midday break.
Holy night.
Oh, Holy Night, it's done by Vincent Doc Smith. Yes, except for the lead vocals, it was all done here in Jamaica. Musical arrangement by Alex Martin, bass by Benjimaz. The background vocals were done by Carl Dexter. Yeah, go enjoy it. And it was mixed by Rohan Dwyer. All right, sounds good. Yeah, good effort. We're going to leave it there for the morning session. We're going to take a break now for the midday news. We'll be back at 12:30.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock, like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see, like a rock. And I stood arrow straight, unencumbered by the weight of all these hustlers and their schemes. I stood proud, I stood tall, high above it all. I still believed in my dreams.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
12 o'clock.
It's credible and factual. The World at Noon on Nationwide 90 FM.
A very good afternoon to you. I'm Tawna Thomas. Coming up in the Nationwide World at Noon for this afternoon, Monday, December 18, 2023. 3 JLP mayors confident that they'll retain control of their municipal corporations with a wider margin of victory in the local government elections. JTA Secretary General Dr. Mark Nicely says that the Education Ministry is not doing enough for the early childhood sector. Head of TODS, Edgerton Newman, wants the government to fast-track regulations that will eliminate the problem of corruption from wrecking services. But the Transport Authority says a deal has been reached on the rates to be charged by wrecking companies across the country. In regional news, relatives of Trinis in Syria are frustrated. They want the government to do more to bring their loved ones home. In international news, Southwest Airlines fined $140 million for holiday meltdown. And in sports, West Indies names a squad for the ICC Men's Under-19 World Cup. The details after the break.
This Christmas, start something truly special when you open a homeowner's savings plan or HOSP with CIBC First Caribbean. First step is to set your savings goal and timeline and save towards it with a preferential interest rate. When you hit your goal, HOSP will help you jingle all the way home with a mortgage discount and even an additional loan towards closing costs. 'Tis the season to save for your home. Give yourself the gift of getting started with CIBC First Caribbean.
The Midday News is brought to you by Total Tools. We almost always have it.
If it's news, it's got to be Nationwide 90 FM.
Now to the details. 3 JLP mayors are expressing confidence they'll retain control of their municipal corporations with a wider margin of victory in the local government elections. The local polls are due by February 2024. Mahira Stewart reports.
In the last local government polls held in 2016, the JLP won 8 of the 14 municipal corporations across the island: Kingston and St. Andrew, Portland, St. Mary, St. Anne, Trelawney, St. James, Clarendon, and St. Elizabeth. The PNP took St. Catherine, Hanover, Manchester, and Westmoreland. There was a tie in St. Thomas, but the JLP won the popular vote in the parish, thus granting them control of the municipality. The PNP's Leon Thomas was re-elected mayor of Portmore. Ahead of the local polls widely anticipated next year, the JLP mayors in Maypen, Montego Bay, and St. Anne's Bay are expecting to retain control in their municipalities. The mayor of Maypen, Winston Mirage, says his team is working to take 2 divisions from the PNP at the next election.
We have always been working in Maypen, for the last 7 years. It's nothing but development. We continue the development process of the municipality, and of course, I know the public has seen it, and so I don't see where we'll face a situation where there's a change.
Are you going to increase the seat count, or it stays as it is?
We are working on increasing, whether by about 1 or 2, but we're working on increasing the seat count.
In 2016, the JLP secured 13 of the 22 divisions in Clarendon. In Montego Bay, Mayor Leroy Williams says the party has its eye on a number of divisions without a sitting councillor.
We have 3 divisions that do not have a sitting councillor now. We have the Salt Spring division, we have the Kettle-Duper, and the Cambridge division that we do not have councillors. And we are positive that after the election, those 3 divisions will be in the name of the Jamaica Labour Party.
The JLP secured 14 of the 17 divisions in St. James during the last local government polls. For St. Anne, the JLP took control of the municipality after winning 11 of the 16 divisions. Mayor Sidney Stewart says the JLP's election machinery is primed to deliver victory.
It's true that we are confident that we are going to regain, the current administration is going to regain the municipality. We are looking at an increase, but I don't want to say in here we're keeping that close to our chest, but our organization is fully in place and we are ready for an election. We certainly will retain St. Anne and we are going to increase our numbers.
Mahiri Stewart for Nationwide News.
Meanwhile, the mayor of Maypen, Winston Mirage, says voters in Clarendon consider both local and national issues when voting in the local government polls.
We are all aware that we have a lot of councillors or councillor candidates where the people vote for that particular person. For instance, in the division that I've been representing for years now, I have comrades who vote for me but would not vote in a general election. So it's really a personal vote thing when it comes to local government election in most cases. But the whole administration has been doing a wonderful job and people are also looking at that. So we will get some of those votes as well.
Winston Mirage. In St. Anne, Mayor Stewart says voters consider the national implications of their choice come election day.
My assessment when I'm out there is that the people are looking at this like it's a national election in terms of they're looking at the administration and people are saying we can't allow, because the administration is certainly doing a good job, so we can't allow to lose not even 0.1% of what we have now. We must increase that. So even while local representatives are doing a very good job, people are not just looking at this as a local government election. People are looking at it as also a start to the general election. So the people are energized and they are going to be going out there and voting on national issues.
Sidney Stewart, Mayor of St. Anne's Bay, they were both speaking on Nationwide this morning on Monday. Secretary General of the Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, Dr. Martin Nicely, says that the Education Ministry is not doing enough for the early childhood sector. He was speaking Monday morning at the JTA's Early Childhood Education Conference.
I have heard what the ministry has said and what it has done and what it is doing and perhaps what it plans to do in the future. But I would have to say, with all due respect, that is not enough. Currently, the persons who operate in the sector and are funded through the Early Childhood Commission gets a maximum monthly of just under 30,000 Jamaican dollars. And I have heard the argument to say that they are not practitioners. They are not qualified, really. But they are in charge of our children, the nation's children, at the youngest and tender and most vulnerable stage of their lives.
The 3-day conference is being held under the theme Right Start, Prioritizing Early Childhood Education. Dr. Nicely says some early childhood institutions are under-resourced.
If I'm going to be frank, when the Ministry of Education is allocating resources, i.e. computer, laptops, etc., they don't give any to Miss Mattis Basic School. But Miss Mattis Basic School has in its care the majority of the nation's children. And I want to say something else. Persons have asked, why is the JT involved in early childhood? And why is it that we take dues from early childhood practitioners who get under $30,000 from the ECC? It is because of that very fact why we are involved. And it is because of that very fact why we take dues, because when we take dues, it puts us in a position to argue for you.
Dr. Mark Nicely, Secretary General of the JTA. Head of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, TODS, Edgerton Newman, is urging the government to fast-track regulations that will eliminate the problem of corruption from wrecking services. Mr. Newman says operators of public passenger vehicles, PPVs, are under pressure from corrupt service providers.
We are under siege by wrecking companies in this country, especially in the Kingston Metropolitan Transport Region. Transport sector losing millions of dollars per day from being considered as illegal wrecking service, where we are charged up to 3-4 times the amount. Right now we believe that from figures given to us by the Transport Authority, a bus should not be wrecked for more than $18,000, and it depends on the mileage. Now we are seeing where we are charged up to $57,000 for a very short distance. So where we should be charged, let's say $20,000, we are charged up to $57,000 by wrecking companies.
He is calling on the Transport Authority to publish a list of approved wrecking companies and the relevant fees. Mr. Newman says he wants a return to the previous regime under former Transport Minister Robert Montague, where wrecking companies were barred from towing vehicles being used by PPV operators.
The administration of former Minister Montague put a hold on the wrecking of PPV, the taking away of your tool of trade, but it returned on the books by the former Minister Audley Shaw, and we are saying that this should be removed with immediate effect. We cannot take it on any longer, especially during this Christmas season, right? We believe there's great corruption in the system.
Edgerton Newman, head of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, TODS. Meanwhile, Managing Director of the Transport Authority, Ralston Smith, told Nationwide News that a deal has been reached on the rates to be charged by wrecking companies across the island. He says sanctions will apply if the agreement is breached.
What we have done is to call in all the wrecking operators from across the country, and we have had meeting with these operators, and we have since done an agreement to be signed by all the parties. The police will sign, the wrecking operators will sign, and the Transport Authority will sign. In this new agreement, the wrecking rates will be published. All the various media houses will have access to it, the public will have access to it, and the wrecking operators, their feet will be held to the fire in terms of sticking strictly to the rate. Any wrecking operator found guilty of moving the rates upward will be delisted from the list, and this is part and parcel of the new agreement that will come on stream, and we will ensure that this listing is published in the next week or two to come this agreement, and everyone will be held to account for their own part in this agreement.
Ralston Smith, Managing Director of the Transport Authority. President of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, JAS, Lenworth Fulton, says that the outlook for farmers in 2024 is bright. The agricultural sector has been hard hit in recent months by two extreme weather conditions, a severe drought and then extreme flooding. These events have caused an estimated loss to farmers of about $300 million.
Once the weather gives us a break and good favorable weather, we could see growth in the first quarter of 2024. But if the weather continues as it is today, then you are pushing the planting season and the land preparation further back, which you might not see growth until the second quarter. but we expect to return to growth in the first quarter of 2024, I think being equal.
Lenworth Fulton, president of the Jamaica Agricultural Society. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says he understands the apprehension of many Jamaicans to the move by his administration to privatize the collection and disposal of household garbage. In November, the Prime Minister announced that the government is moving to put control of the country's solid waste collection into the hands of the private sector and allow the National Solid Waste Management Authority to relinquish that role and instead play a purely regulatory role.
The core of the Jamaican being is a sense of fairness. And if you privatize something, then it means that only those who can pay for it will get it. So there's a sense that, well, maybe poor communities that are not paying or can't pay won't have their garbage collected, or maybe a poor household, the garbage truck would drive past that household and only those people who can pay will have their garbage collected. Instinctively, there is this sense whenever we speak of a service that is considered to be a public good, a public service, that it should not be provided by private enterprise.
Mr. Holness says it's not his intention to have Jamaicans paying out of pocket for their household waste to be collected.
To others who may be of the view that somehow by engaging private enterprise, we diminish the value and protection of the poor, dispossessed, or vulnerable, I'm here to say to you that I would never allow anyone, particularly those Jamaicans who are vulnerable or who are poor, to be deprived of a service, particularly a service that is deemed to be a public good, because they couldn't pay for it. In fact, the strategy of bringing in private enterprise to operate ultimately increases the service that is provided, the quality of the service, and the consistency and reliability of the service.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, he was speaking recently at the official opening of a recycling plant in Nagahead, St. Catherine. In regional and international news now, regional news, relatives of Trinidad and Tobago nationals stuck in refugee camps in Syria want the government in the Twin Island Republic to do more to bring their loved ones home. Last week, National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines informed the country that the government's efforts to repatriate nationals from conflict zones that was facing challenges. Minister Hines noted that these challenges relate to unclear jurisdictions, especially in those countries not governed by any specific government. A majority of the Trinidadians are being held in prison camps in North and East Syria. There is also a Trinidadian woman and a child being held in a camp in Turkey. But Rahima Khan, the sister of a woman being detained in a Syrian camp and who acts as a coordinator for the families of the refugees, told the local press that the minister's statements had left the families deeply troubled and frustrated. She says the explanation given by the minister appeared to obscure the government's responsibility to act decisively and effectively in bringing their loved ones home. International news now. Southwest Airlines has been fined a record $140 million by the U.S. Department of Transportation over its operational meltdown in 2022. The penalty is about 30 times larger than any other previous fine leveled against an airline in U.S. history. Millions were left stranded after Southwest canceled almost 17,000 flights during a busy week of holiday travel last winter. U.S. officials said the fine sets a new precedent and sends a clear message. The majority of the fine will go towards compensating future Southwest passengers affected by cancellations or delays caused by the airline, while $35 million will be paid to the government. And that's it for the local, regional, and international segments at 12. Up next, sports.
The Midday News was brought to you by Total Tools. We almost always have it.
Enough power tool, big to small. Chaka my figure dig the wall. Upper Total Tools. Feed back a figure trim the lawn. We have everything a job demand. Total Tools. We rent them, sell them and fix them. Also give Total Tools a call. When they say home improvement, landscape construction, a Total Tools are your option. Home improvement, landscape construction, Total Tools are your option. Total Tools located at 102 Main Street, Ocho Rios and 34 Slibe Road, Kingston. Call or visit us today.
NK Wholesale extends a season's greetings to all their customers who have made their 40 years strong. Continue to make NK Wholesale your place for fine wines, spirits, and groceries. Visit NK Wholesale at 94C Old Hope Road. Email them at nkwholesale@hotmail.com. Call them at 876-978-5723 or WhatsApp them at 876-472-9728. NK Wholesale, more than just another wholesale.
Say he that keepeth his mouth, you know, they shall belong.
Trust is the foundation of fun and frolic between couples. Whatever comes between you both must remain there. He must be a stand-up guy at all times and she must keep her lips sealed after the act. How do you expect a man to release his best if everybody at the salon hears about how much he enjoyed the food you served him? How can a woman worship her man when he's at the bar giving blow-by-blow commentary of the night before? A lot of couples have come to a crossroads in the relationship for fear of the world hearing how willing they are to please. Oh please. Join me, Rodney Campbell, every Tuesday from 9 to 10:30 p.m. for Affairs of the Heart, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. This Tuesday's topic: why the relationship not spicy and hot? Or because someone only walk then walk and chat?
Your mouth gonna put you in a problem.
Brought to you by Supermed Pharmacy. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed. The Ministry of Health and Wellness. Healthy people, healthy environment. And Durex. Distributed by Massey Distribution Limited, Jamaica.
From the Nationwide News Network, comprehensive, up-to-the-minute local and international sports news, this is the Nationwide Sports at Noon.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to your midday sports report here on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Wayne Walker. Head coach of Jamaica's under-20 men's football team, John Wall, says he's planning to host 4 international games in January and February as part of the team's build-up for the CONCACAF Youth Championship next year. The tournament will take place across 5 venues in Central America and the Caribbean from February 23 to March 2. The 27-man U20 teams were split into 3 groups of 5 and 3 groups of 4. The Young Reggae Boys are drawn in Group F along with Bermuda, Grenada and Martinique. Wall says if these games materialize, the players should be ready for the tournament.
My intention is to utilize players from Jamaica and North America, and furthermore heading into February prior to the qualifiers, being on a camp, playing an added 2 more friendlies that are of a higher or even more interesting level. So we would be prepared for the qualifiers, and that's meaning then you will be able to utilize more of a bigger pool of players.
Wall explains the talent identification process and evaluation which is taking place for the local and overseas based players.
It's been a gradual thing, trying to utilize as many people as possible, and the fact that, speaking of that, is that we have assessed, we have reviewed, we have scouted and actually done the due diligence prior to all of this. And I think, but yet again, I would need to stress I am human, meaning eventually on the selection day, there will be 1 or 2 players that might have been there, and that's fine. But what I'm interested in is the long haul, how these players can become first-team players for Jamaica.
That's John Wall, the under-20 national football team coach. Former champions Harbourview and newly promoted Lime Hall will both be looking to move away from the relegation zone when they clash this afternoon in the Ray and Nephew Jamaica Premier League at the Stadium East, starting at 5 o'clock, and it's the first game of a doubleheader. Harbourview are ranked number 12, while Lime Hall sit number 13th in the 14-team championship. Meanwhile, in the second game, Waterhouse will take on Treasure Beach. In yesterday's results, Tivoli Gardens clipped Malines United by a goal to nil. Arnott Gardens beat Humble Iron 2-0. Dunby Holden edged Montego Bay United by the odd goal in 3. Vere beat champions Mount Pleasant United 2-0 at Mount Pleasant, and it's their second straight defeat, Mount Pleasant. And Portmore United, they defeated Cavalier by a goal to nil. Title holders Manchester City will play Copenhagen in the last 16 of the Champions League, while Arsenal will take on former champions FC Porto. And Danish champions FC Copenhagen, who finished above Manchester United in their group, reached the knockout stage for the first time since 2011. The first legs will take place February 13 or 14, and the second, the 20th to 21, the second on March 5 to 6 or 12 to 30. Let me do that again. The first legs will either be on the 13th to 14th or the 20th to the 21st, and the second leg March 5 or 6 or 12 and 13. City and Arsenal are seeded teams, meaning they'll play the second leg at home. Record 14-time winners Real Madrid will meet RB Leipzig, while Internazionale Milan, the runners-up last season, will play Atletico Madrid, and Bayern Munich will take on Lazio. Premier League leaders Arsenal, who top Group B but have never won the Champions League, beat Porto 5-0 at the Emirates the last time they met, and that was 13 years ago. Runners-up in Portugal's Premier Liga last season, Porto won 4 of their 6 games in Group H to finish level on points with the winners FC Barcelona. City won Group G with a 100% record, while Copenhagen, who lost 1-0 at United before beating them 4-3 at home, were runners-up to Bayern Munich in Group A. City have progressed from the last 16 in the past 6 seasons. The final will take place at Wembley in London on June 1. Cricket West Indies announced the West Indies Rising Star squad for the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup. The 15th edition of the tournament will be played in South Africa January 19 to February 11 next year. Top order batsman Stefan Pascal has been named captain, with Nathan Seeley, the slow bowling all-rounder, his deputy. The 15-member squad will feature most of the players who toured Sri Lanka for 3 youth one-day internationals and 2 4-day test matches in August and September. The squad includes the 3 players who played in the 2022 ICC Men's Under-19 World Cup, which was staged right here in the West Indies. Their fast bowlers Azai Thorne, left-hand all-rounder Nathan Edward, and left-handed batsman Jordan Johnson. Thorne made his first-class debut for the West Indies Academy against the emerging Ireland last month and impressed with his pace. He took 12 wickets in 2 games with an average of 6.16 per wicket. Johnson joined the West Indies A team on the recent tour of South Africa, where he made his first-class debut in the third and final 4-day test match. Captain of the West Indies T20 team, Rovman Powell, is among 15 Caribbean players that will go under the hammer at the final IPL auction in Dubai on December 19. The auction pool will have 333 players with a maximum of 77 slots available to be filled by the 10 franchises. Of these, 30 will be overseas players. There'll be a total of 214 Indian players and 119 overseas-based players, including 2 from associate nations. Former captain Jason Holder and Sherfane Rutherford at almost $2.5 million are the regional players with the highest base price. Powell is asking for over $1.5 million. Shamar Joseph at $13,000 is a Caribbean player with the lowest base price. $48,000 is the third best asking price for the West Indies player, which is what Kimo Paul and Fabian Allen are asking for. Meanwhile, Alzari Joseph, Akil Hussain, Alec Athanase, Brandon King, Fabian Allen, and Matthew Ford are all going for $32,000. Kimo Paul, Dean Smith, Johnson Charles, Obed McCoy, and O'Shane Thomas are also asking for $32,000. Tiger Woods believes he can win on the PGA Tour, but will only play 1 event per month in 2024 as he continues his recovery from ankle injury. The 15-time major champion has had a limited schedule since suffering a leg injury in a car crash in 2021. He carded a final round 61 alongside his 14-year-old son Charlie at the PNC Championships in Orlando on Sunday. Woods' last win on the PGA Tour was at the 2019 Zozo Championships in Japan, which saw him equal Sam Snead's record of 82 tour victories. He made his latest injury comeback at the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas earlier this month, having withdrawn during the Masters in April before having ankle fusion surgery. The American says his ankle continues to hold up well, though he was able to use a golf cart at the PNC Championship, something he's not allowed to do on the PGA Tour. As well as playing alongside son Charlie, Woods' 16-year-old daughter Sam was caddying at the Ritz-Carlton Golf Club as Team Woods finished tied for 5th at the 36-hole event formerly known as the Father-Son Challenge. And that will pretty much do it for your midday sports report here on Nationwide 90 FM. Sports is going to be back on the station at 5:25 this afternoon. Until then, my name is Wayne Walker. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
It's Christmas time and there are gifts that go, gifts that blow, and then there are gifts that grow. Like a Sure Start savings account from CIBC First Caribbean. Sure Start is a savings account designed to grow with your children from birth to 17 years. It's easy to start and easy to grow, allowing you to top up and monitor at the ABM, online and through the mobile app. So give the gift of a brighter, smarter future with a Sure Start account from CIBC First Caribbean.
This Christmas, give your family the gift of relaxation with the Singer Family Getaway. Shop from November 23 to December 31 and spend $20,000 before GCT to get a chance to win your family a 4-day, 3-night stay at a luxurious, all-inclusive hotel. Get the best brands of appliances and electronics, plus the best quality furniture, and make it the best Christmas ever with Singer. $650,000 in prizes to be won. So shop now for more chances to win. Conditions apply. See the website for details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
You can do business with JPS from anywhere in the world. With the My JPS mobile app, you can take control of your energy. If you have a smart meter, you can track your energy usage hourly, daily, weekly, and monthly. Stay on top of your usage and make smarter energy decisions. You can also set your budget for the month and skip guesswork. Set it and forget it. No more surprises, no more unexpected bills. Download the My JPS mobile app in the App Store today and do business with JPS your way. Tune in to our program live from our YouTube channel, Nationwide 90 FM. And remember to like, subscribe, and share our content. And we're also on WhatsApp at 876-285-5693.
If it's news, it's got to be Nationwide 90 FM.
To recap our top stories making the nationwide world at noon, 3 JLP mayors confident that they'll retain control of their municipal corporations with a wider margin of victory in the local government elections. JTA Secretary General Dr. Mark Nicely says the Education Ministry is not doing enough for the early childhood sector. Head of TODS, Edgerton Newman, wants the government to fast-track regulations that will eliminate the problem of corruption from wrecking services. I'm Tawna Thomas. You can find the news on our website at nationwideradiojm.com and on the Nationwide app, available on Google Play and the App Store. Major news next at 5.
Love, care for, and protect our women and girls.
We are your family. We are your friends. Don't hurt us.
End violence against women and girls.
The time brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister is
12:31.
Don't miss out on the Flow Christmas in a flash sale. We're giving you more this Christmas so you can save big. Sign up for Yard and Road at the extra special price of only $3,999 plus GCT per month. Plus, get a free Samsung phone and earbuds. It's the Christmas in a flash sale. Sign up today and save. Offer ends December 21. Visit discoverflow.co or your nearest Flow store to sign up today. Conditions apply.
Flow makes Christmas bright and blue because it's all inspired by you.
Catch the E-Zone with me.
me, the Stinger Honeybee, alongside
Kareem Boy, I think.
as we turn up the
Heat in the street. New show.
New vibes.
Same us.
Same us.
Monday to Friday, 3 to 5 p.m.
Right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
We'll bring you entertainment news.
We'll take away your Monday blues.
You don't want to miss a week with us.
We'll talk health.
Well,
jump into the mix.
Or the hot seat.
Don't miss the brain buster.
Or the crazy giveaways.
I mean, is this planet Earth?
Is it?
I don't know. Let me check. Either way, it's got a buzz.
And a bug, I think.
Ow.
I'm Dennis Brooks.
I'm Marlon Campbell.
I'm Floyd Green.
And I'm Garth Williams. Catch us on the Jamaican Dads podcast right here on Nationwide 90 FM, Thursdays at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Sundays at 6 p.m.
The Jamaican Dads podcast is all about providing men with a healthy, safe, and functional forum to tackle many of the taboo topics that concern our masculinity.
Like everyone else out there, we're dads of varying amounts of experience who come from different backgrounds and often view the world differently.
We're definitely not perfect, but we're all brethren and we're all committed to this piece of rock called Jamaica.
Too often, there are no safe spaces for men to explore the issues which are important to us.
Plus, most of the content out there about parenthood is produced by women, for women. So we think it is important that we be the change we want to see.
Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jamaican Dads with a Z.
And definitely join us here on Nationwide 90 FM every Thursday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Sundays at 6 p.m. for the Jamaican Dads podcast. It's a revolution in media.
Calling all Nationwide carolers. Get in the Christmas spirit for Caroling with Nationwide 90 FM, a competition that allows you to create a melodic composition about your favorite brand. That's right, we want you, our incredible listeners, to compose a Christmas carol that spotlights your favorite brands, services, or products. Here are the rules. Step 1, check our social media accounts for the brands involved. Step 2, send your submissions to nationwideradiojm@gmail.com by December 15. Step 3, tune into the E-Block and see if you won. Voting takes place during the Sound Off or E-Zone. It's time to win this Christmas in Caroling with Nationwide 90 FM.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I'll soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Suene.
Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
Timeline with the Stinger Honey Bee.
Good afternoon. 24 minutes going up to 1 o'clock. It's all about what's trending on the timeline. There she goes.
Good
the sweet
afternoon.
one.
How
Honeybee.
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you very much. How was your weekend?
All right, quiet.
Yes, you never catch on that cloud them.
The cloud them?
You know, see cloud in a me pin. Clarendon falling from the sky.
No? What happened?
Yes, no, are you saw it? So yeah, on social media apparently, people were recording some clouds apparently floating from the sky.
But clouds always float.
Well, I mean, falling to the ground. I've never. You ever see cloud fall from the ground to you? From the sky to the ground?
First of all, cloud not fall from the sky.
What them do?
They drift across
Sorry,
the skies,
sir. CMT. Segway. We're going to be drifting today. What is going?
They move, and sometimes you have low-lying clouds.
Yeah. That make contact with the land.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
In some parts of Jamaica, you go, yeah. Bogwalk is famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the gorge. When you're going onto the north-south highway, when you get into the vicinity of the orange groves.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you see the clouds enveloping your car.
True.
Yeah, so what is it?
What's alarming for a lot of people, it was alarming. A lot of people have never seen
never
clouds
seen it
drift like that.
In Maypen.
Right, so to just drift like that and just make landfall. It's just, it's different than clouds hanging low. Like they were like in the sky, and then they just decided, I don't want to be here anymore, and just made contact with the land.
You know what that tells me?
What?
We're not teaching our people well. Because when you're in, I think they do it at GSAT or PEP level now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Geography. Formation of clouds and how clouds work in, producing rain.
Yes.
Or, that should have been taught as a concept, a basic concept. You have low-lying clouds, high-flying clouds, and
clouds that drift to the ground.
Yeah, they're low-lying.
Probably just duds.
Wow, Mr. Hughes, wow. Oh my gosh, wow. But I think what was so shocking for a lot of people was these weren't low-lying.
Oh?
Like they just came, they weren't. It's not like they were low-lying clouds. But anyways.
You have the videos of that?
I don't have them, but they're on social media.
Oh, I would love to see them. Anyway, nothing extraordinary. I suppose because it's Maypen.
No, you're all taught no. No, Nora.
Well, if you live in some parts of Jamaica, that's a regular occurrence.
Yes, sure. Especially if you live in mountainous areas. No, but I've lived in the mountains for years, right?
And you see it?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying?
So Maypen is probably new for me.
We're going to move on because I feel like some Maypen probably beat it today. Alright guys, it was Massacre's weekend. Grizzly's Plantation in St. Anne had a vibe on Saturday night as fans turned up and out for Massacre's Generation of Kings birthday party celebration. Patrons were treated with entertainment from well-known local artists and selectors. As expected, there was high anticipation for the man of the moment, Massacre, to perform his hits from his newly released album. The debut album for Def Jam Recordings, released on December 1, 2023, has dominated the Billboard charts. What's the name of the album, Mr. Hughes? I just said it.
I was reading the YouTube.
You see, now pay attention. You understand what I mean? Now focus. You see me?
People up on YouTube say fab.
A fab?
Yeah, bubbles.
A lot of people were like, no man. So somebody, at one point on the cloud, did kind of just there and just spread out in the road. So somebody said, boy, you look like Mama wash some big jeans for your boyfriend. And that should have fab there. So listen to me. Hello, please. Okay, Mr. Hughes. Yeah, what is the name of Massacre's album that was released on December 1 that's been talked about much?
What did you say it was?
You see him thing? You see me at that board? Mm-hmm.
Tell me, what
see,
did you say?
You not pay attention in the class, you know. You not pay attention. Cause people are being paid. Me not look at you. Generation of Kings.
Generation of
Kings. By Massacre. Sophomore album, second album. First album was 2021. It was called 438. This album now released December 1. Generation of Kings.
Okay.
And it is important to note these because Massacre is right now doing for dance hall what Bob, you know what I'm saying?
Did for reggae?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, listen, he's putting out quality work.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
You have what? The cloud video? Okay. So
let's hear it.
Yeah, wait. He not the middle talking about Massacre. You don't want to watch cloud video. You know, so unruly. Big up Popcorn. His show is coming up. You know what? Go on. Show the cloud video. Can we do it?
Oh my God.
Yes. Cloud?
So hold on, you know.
What's there?
Here you know. Cloud fall from sky and baby Clarida.
You know, That no, what me tell him, son, no low line cloud them.
Oh Lord.
If you're listening via analog, we're watching this a video from social media. If you go to Instagram and if you type in Cloudfall from Sky and May Pen Clarendon, you'll definitely see them popping up. We're just showing that cloud, as Mr. Hughes says, drifting.
Yes, it's drifting.
No, you're safe. You're soon drift,
You know what is happening there? Condensation is taking place. Yeah.
Because there are a couple reasons why clouds drift from the sky, right?
Yeah,
They're
because
changing
warm,
temperature.
Yeah, and
yes.
warm air rises.
Yes. And then
cold air falls.
True.
So it's condensation that is taking place.
Yes. And the air sinking within the cloud, all these different things. But
Yeah,
as you
so
said,
I know David I talk about an alien.
me hear him. Oh gosh, but yes, it is a matter of education. You understand?
Yes,
it is.
And must take on the geography lessons seriously.
And you must take your entertainment lessons them.
That's true.
Okay, I've been here for quite some time now.
I need to catch up.
What is the name of Massacre's album?
Generation of Kings. That's the second one.
Right. Yes, that's the second. What's the name of the first one?
It was done in 2021.
Yes.
438.
David, listen to me. When you're in an exam, nobody's supposed to whisper and give you the answers. Okay. You said the cloud was drifting. What is the name of the song of the summer?
Drift.
Very good. What is the dance we're going to be doing in a bit?
Drift.
That is it. That is it. All right, we have some highlights. We compiled a few videos from the Jamaica Observer. Let's take a look. Generation of Kings.
All of the people with love passing around now, ladies, wave your to the earth, go on, say. Oh yes, the rain is falling, now baby. That can't stop greatness. They can't tell them that.
Yes, I was there live and in living colors. You know.
you were?
Yes, I took my little brother, and it was really fun. It was
good.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Plantation Cove, and I encourage you to listen to Generation of Kings just so I can hear your take on it.
Okay.
And to know what you think.
All right.
All right? Okay, very good. Very good. Now, drifting into a remix. Now, dancehall artist TJ released the official remix for his mega summer hit Drift, which features Afrobeat star Davido. Now, Sleek Jamaica shared that even though the song is glued in the DNA of 90s dancehall, TJ had announced that he and his team would add Afrobeat style around it to give it that body, that happy sound that people need to hear. This is exactly what Davido has done, using his infectious vocals that are like butter on a loaf of toasted bread. So you know it melting. The video was shot, edited, and directed in Nigeria and shows both artists drifting and having fun. I would play it for you guys, but it's not radio friendly. So on your own time, you can go ahead and take a listen to the remix to Drift, song of the summer, big up to TJ, now featuring Davido, a bit of Afrobeats in it, right? Meanwhile, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Kamina Johnson-Smith, showed off her drifting skills in a now viral video. I mean, I tell us, Mr. Hughes, she's smooth with it.
She's smooth.
And that's what we're going to get you
She's
at.
a dancer.
I don't know if I'd say that.
She is.
She is.
I learned after playing it this morning. that she used to dance professionally.
What kind of dancing?
Movements, dance theatre company.
That's lovely. Yeah. Listen, and everybody a dancer,
No,
but
when
everybody
you look on
can
it-
dance.
No, and everybody can dance. Me can dance.
No, you can.
Mm-mm.
If you cannot start from that place. All right.
When you look at those moves by Kamina Johnson
Mhm.
Smith, those moves are of a dancer.
You're
She
right.
get it too right.
She added her flair to it too. It's not like she was doing it like to the book. She added her little, pizzazz to it.
Yes.
And that's what we need to remember. So when we're doing it today, I don't want you to worry about the moves that you're not getting as sharp as I'm
You
doing
and Nora do that.
And me and you. After everything we're going with today, you are drifting. Okay?
Me show you how me drift. Since you want drift, I drift me a drift.
Let us take a look at the minister.
Good minister.
Yes. Smooth with it. As
No,
I
sir.
said. And
Me look on Kamina different now.
And everybody can dance, but not everybody a dancer. All right?
You right.
Right. So the first moves are very simple. We're just going to push our chairs to the side here.
Only me.
And we're gonna make some space.
Nora,
We're
come.
gonna make some space for ourselves, all right? After everything we told you, you see how you beat the people them earlier? Should they don't know about cloud and falling from sky? Come.
So you want to beat me?
Yes. But don't worry, yeah. Simple moves, and we're just gonna do the basics today, all right? I'm not gonna pressure you with the song, okay? All right. So, really, the first move is just to bend your knees a little bit, yeah, like that. And you're gonna do your hands like this. 1, 2, 3. Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
The fourth move is when you dash.
Oh.
Yeah, right?
Alright.
So we go
1,
2, 3, dash. Nice. One more time. 1, 2, 3, dash. Good. Okay.
And then where you go?
All right. We're not reach just yet. All right. We're not reach just yet. Don't worry about it. These are let's start again. 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, dash. Good. 1, 2, 3, dash. Very good. Now the next move, very easy. We're gonna go with the right hand, yeah, and we're gonna go.
Right hand, this one.
Yes, that's it. All right. Or we're gonna go 1, 2.
1, 2.
Good. 1, 2. All right. So 2 to the right, 2 to the left.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice. 1, 2.
Me can't
1.
do it, no. Me can't.
You understand? All right. Yeah, do it, man. Remember saying, Mr. Hughes, your own flair. So if you feel like go so, and go so, you don't have to do it the same way that come. As long as you go to the right and you go to the left.
But me I watch you.
Right? Okay, me understand. All right. So 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Nice.
1,
Nice.
2.
Yeah. 1,
2.
You got it. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2. Love it. So let's start again from the top. Okay.
All right.
Ready? After 3. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, dash. 1, 2, 3, dash. To the right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's only one of those movements. So after I go 1, 2, 3, dash, 1, 2, 3, dash, it's 1, 2.
Your time up.
Me time up. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, you ready again from the top? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, dash. 1, 2, 3, dash. Very good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Stop. Good. Again from the top. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, dash. 1, 2, 3, dash. To the right. 1, 2, left. 1, 2. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Right, don't
next,
do
no. The next move.
Nora!
No. That's Nora. There's one more move. Just one more move and we pick up tomorrow.
All right.
So by the end of the week, by the end of the week, we're gonna do the video. All right.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. So this next move.
Rescue me.
Stand straight, legs apart like this. You're gonna take your right leg. You're gonna put it in front. Your left leg, cross it like that, but not so far. Put it like more in front. It good. Yeah. Then you're gonna move the left leg from behind out like this.
Oh.
Yes, right. And then you're gonna put the left leg back behind the right leg, and then the right leg beside the left leg, right? So it's like right in front, left out, left back, right. Sit nice. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? No worry yourself, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
I love you. I can't manage.
We'll pick up tomorrow.
Can't manage.
We'll pick up tomorrow.
Just
do some work on when you get home too.
Kamina, you have to invite Kamina to come inside there with you. Yeah? Come to the drift. Me can't manage.
Listen, you can't do it, man. You can't do it.
Listeners, yeah? She'll kill me inside there.
That's it, sir.
Drift. David, you can do it? You can do it, David? Nora, you can do it?
Of course. Hey, you know Nora a dancer. Nora, stop it. Nora a dancer, Mr. Hughes.
Me know.
Me and you and Nora are going to do the final video on Friday for the send we off.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right.
For the holiday.
All right.
But we have to practice every day.
Well,
we have to practice every day. So you see those moves I just taught you? Just rehearse them this evening, and then we'll pick up tomorrow.
Here they.
Okay?
Well, that's where we're going to leave it for this afternoon. Yeah? We want to say thanks to our producer, Nora Gay Banton, the dancer. David McNeish, yes, and before David, Damien. Thank you all so much. Our listeners, our YouTubers, our WhatsAppers, they're having fun at my expense. Thank you so much, Honeybee.
Oh,
why you do that to me?
Know yourself, Cliff. When you get it, them I forgot eat them words and laugh. Who laugh last year?
All right, we're going to make way now for Oasis with Ligale.
You just heard Cliff Hughes online on Nationwide 90 FM. Join Cliff Monday to Thursdays between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Cliff Hughes online.
Like a rock. My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock. Like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see, like a rock. And I stood arrow straight, unencumbered by the weight of all these hustlers and their schemes. I stood